Hello everyone and welcome to St. Petersburg to the final day of Sailing Champions League Cup. I'm Stefania Yelfutina, bronze medalist of Olympic Games in Rio 2016 and your commentator for the regatta. Today we have last 4 qualifying races and the final series as well. Still 12 teams from 4 countries sail today. And now my colleague Alexander Moskvichov, silver medalist of Russian nationals in 49er class, will introduce you our sailors.
Thank you, Stefa. Good morning, sailing fans. I'm really excited to be here today and watch the rest of the qualifiers and finals with you. Let's see the teams who are going to compete for the final stage of the Sailing Champions League Cup here in St. Petersburg. We have Zidar sailing team from Moscow, Paunovich Zoran, Volchkov Sergei, Banayan Daniil, Kistanov Arkady. Lord of the Sail, Windy Girls from Yekaterinburg, Neugodnikov Evgeny, Vera Khatsko, Kataev Denis, Tatiana Kartashova, Olga Zagorodskaya. Kalina racing team from Moscow, Nechvolodov Mikhail, Vasilyev Evgeny, Basanets Ivan, Shafigulin Ramil. Lord of the Sail Nova, Mishin Matvey, Arslanov Alexander, Popov Ivan, Ananyev Artur. Calypso, Tuapse, Polishuk Ilya, Zuyev Igor, Babenko Bogdan, Nosov Konstantin. Tenzer Sport from Moscow, Nikitina Milena, Grishunin Alexander, Ushkov Mikhail, Ushkov Nikita. Then we have German guys, Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen, Konstantin Stidel, Alexandra Lauber, Tom Lempke, Matthias Stidel. Then we have Matryoshka sailing team from Yekaterinburg, Kravets Natalia, Bashko Alexander, Khmurovich Boris, Makarov Denis. Then Lanzarote from Spain, Aureliano Leandro Negrin Sanguines, Gonzalo Morales Quintana, Rafael Lasso Lorenzo, Ricardo Jose Terrades Espinosa. Then from Switzerland, Regatta Club Oberhofen, Christopher Rust, Nick Zeltner, Cedric Schenk, Bruno Zeltner. Then Zigzag from St. Petersburg, Artyom Sudakov, Kirill Silaev, Nikita Kanafiev, Pyotr Borovkov. Then we have local guys from St. Petersburg, Sailing Academy of Yacht Club of St. Petersburg, Gallo Vitaly, Mekhanikov Semyon, Brovin Rodion, Bondarenko Yelizaveta.
Thank you, Sasha. Yes, 2 days of regatta have already passed and yesterday was an extremely productive day. 16 races in tricky light wind conditions. Let's watch the best highlights of yesterday's races.
St. Petersburg presented a new challenge to the participants of the Sailing Champions League Cup. To put it short, there were drizzle, thick fog, chilly wind and outdoor temperature of no more than 9 degrees.
Погода нормальная, может быть еще холоднее, мы это знаем. Одеваемся тепло и гоняемся, получаем удовольствие.
The highlight of the second racing day was no doubt the 21st race. There definitely was both happiness and drama. The clash between Tenzer Sport and ZID Art Sailing Team was just one of those things. However, the attention grabber of today's race was the vigorous fight between Bodensee Yacht Club Überlingen and Lord of the Sail Windy Girls. The Germans were in the lead for most of the race, but Yevgeny Negodnikov's crew created a miracle. They stormed into the lead at the very finish line and completed the second racing day as front runners.
Все силы, что у нас есть, отданы сейчас на этом финише, заряжают такие финиши, победы в таких гонках. Все реально лучшие гонщики нашей страны здесь, и плюс иностранные команды. Мы первый раз гоняемся вообще на такого уровня регате, и нам очень нравится, и что мы приходим в лидерах, это тоже очень круто вообще.
The pursuers group of the leading Lord of the Sail Windy Girls was led by the Spanish Lanzarote RC and Arrecife. Before the final day, the Spanish team is following the leaders just by 1 point.
For us, the weather is, the first time is a little bit shock because we come from a very warm place, and then sailing in these surroundings in such a nice city as St. Petersburg is a real pleasure. Our goal here is to qualify for the finals in Porto Cervo. We think that this is achievable, that we can do it.
4 qualification races remain for the teams. Next, 4 best crews will make it to the final series to compete for the Sailing Champions League Cup awards. Don't miss our live stream at 10 a.m. to witness the regatta's moment of truth.
Yeah, thank you for the day. Thank you to all the sailors. It was really exciting day, and now we can see it's already less than 2 minutes to the first start of the day. Quite early morning wake up today and still fight some battles, and race number 33.
We have let's see our competitors for this race. For race number 33, Calypso Sailing Team on the 6th boat, Zigzag Club on the boat number 4, Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen on boat number 2, Matryoshka on 1, Regatta Club Oberhofen on boat number 5, Zidart Sailing Team, boat number 3.
And we should say that results are really tight to each other. First 6 teams has just 1 point in between each other, so it will be a really close battles today, and I think someone really feel a little nervous, but maybe they can handle it. We will see it really soon. And now the first race of the day starts in 1 minute, I suppose.
I want to remind our viewers that we have only 4 races left in the qualifiers, and all the boats are fighting today in this stage to get to the finals, and it's really important to get there on the first position. So I think top 6 teams have a chance for this.
Yes, everyone is really fighting for the first position after qualifying, and a bit later we will tell you why. We will tell you about the format of the final races, but now let's just watch and enjoy this race. And it's totally different conditions today compared to previous 2 days, and we can see now boats really close to the boat. Whoa, what a start.
Yeah, and the start is open and the boats are going to the race right now.
Yeah, the conditions are really, direction is totally different today compared to other days, and because of it there is some chop. Sasha, you're local, you know a lot about this water and how tricky this wave might be.
Yes, it's some unique wave here in St. Petersburg, because it's a really short, choppy wave, but really high. It's I don't know, it's
up to 1 meter sometimes.
Yes,
but it's really really big, and it looks like a shark.
5 and 3 are
Yes,
getting
5 and
it
3. It
right
was
now.
really huge left shift for both of them, and now there is a gust on that side as well. I think boat number 5, which is Regatta Club Oberhofen, and boat number 3, Zidart Sailing Team, they are in really comfortable position, but also boat number 6 is not that far, Calypso. Again and again, results are so tight, so close to each other, like wow.
And I gotta mention that these conditions, when the wind is blowing from this direction, it's not that shifty as it was 2 days before. It's a bigger wave, it is much stable wind on the not
Not that
so much
shifty.
different. Yes, so much different on the gusts. They are not that strong, but the overall wind today is pretty good. It's, I don't know, like 12 knots. I
12
think.
knots, yes, 12 knots of course, and yeah, wind is not that tricky, but still quite tricky because it's still slightly offshore wind. And I just want to remind you a result. This is Windy Girls, Lord of the Sail, 44 points, Lanzarote team, 45 points, Regatta Oberhofen, 46 points, Tenzer Sport, 47 points, Calypso, 48 points, and Bodnesi Yacht Club Uberlingen, 49 points. That's
So close.
Yeah, that's really close, and not that far. Also, Kalina Racing Team just 52 points and 53 points for Zigzag Team. So 8 teams really fighting today. 4 races. Everything is possible here because we could see the results. It changed so much.
Yeah, as we course is leading the race right now, and I think they are going to round the mark in the lead.
Yeah, this is Regatta Club Oberhofen doing well. They were on the left side, tucked, crossed the rest of the fleet, and now controlling them so comfortably. We can see crews hiking, quite tough, so the wind is not that light. Really, I think they enjoy these conditions because I think all the sailors really like this kind of wind. This 12, 14, 15 knots is the most fun.
Yes, definitely perfect conditions. No rain today. We have a little bit of sun even today. It's just great.
Yeah, sun is really...
Look at the surroundings. Zidar sailing team is trying to get here on the inside of the...
Wow, so close. They
and
touched
they touched the mark. I
mark.
think they have to do a penalty turn right now.
Wow, what a tight round, and again, no matter what condition it is, and of course we can see a
Yes.
red flag.
Yes, red flag. They have to do
And
a
they
turn.
have to do 360 for sure. Penalties. Juniker is in the water, as I can see. Whoa.
You know, I think it was so obvious that they touched the mark. They shouldn't even try to hoist the jinker and make the turn.
Yeah,
as
by
soon as
themselves. Yeah, I'm agree. I also was thinking they will do it immediately, just find some free place.
But it always you have a chance that the umpire didn't see the situation, and
Sasha,
I don't know. It's a gamble, you know.
this is bad tricks because we were learning for a while. No matter if anyone saw, but you broke the rule. You need to do a penalties. This is just fair racing.
I don't know who you learned from, but it's not
We had different teachers, okay?
not really good for your results, overall results.
No, it's better not to break rules, and then you don't have to do penalties.
Okay.
But we can see Regatta Club Oberhofen feeling really comfortable on this run, and not that far ahead still, but good for them. Good position in between the mark and the other competitors. We should remember they have a white Ginneker in the race, but also there's one more white Ginneker. But what a close races today. Wow, we will see gates really soon. But 2 boats, they almost stopped. They don't have that much speed. Like boat number 2, I can't see the
Yes.
number with the white Ginneker. Lost lots
I
of speed.
think boat number 4 it is. They covered the wind of the boat number 6. I think they have
Wow, again.
some kind of situation here, and
Yeah, of course, we will
I-
see some flags probably.
yes,
It
there
was,
gonna be some protests.
let me tell you.
Oh, boat number 4 is doing the penalty.
Oh, really? This is
Are
Zigzag
they?
Club.
Yes, they are.
And Calypso is boat number 6 in second position, rounding the right side as well as the leaders of the race, Regatta Club Oberhofen.
Did you notice, Steffa, that it is such a nice breeze today that the boats don't have to roll their jeep on the downwind. They leave it as it is, working,
yeah, exactly.
and it helps to balance the boats on the downwind to have a better speed. Everybody is hiking and trying to get as much speed as possible.
Well, I didn't even mention it, honestly. I wouldn't see it without you because since I've been sailing windsurfing all my life, only one sail in my hands, and no matter how much I want, there is no more sails for windsurfers. But yeah, now I can really see I will become a really professional in any kind of yachts pretty soon, I suppose, thanks to these commenting opportunities.
And still, boat number 5, Regatta Club Oberhofen from Switzerland is leading the race. They're choosing the right side of the course.
And you know,
the boat number 2 is going to the far left, and we're gonna see who's gonna be right here, chose the better tactics here.
it looks good on the left side as well. We can see there are some guests and might be some shifts as well, because left side paid off on the first upwind, at least first half of the first upwind. So we really saw, it was quite short upwind, but we really saw that anything might happen, any side can be good and can be bad, so might be interesting also on the upwind mark if someone comes from the left side. But honestly, I think right side is a bit better now.
So interesting. We have different races every day. Today we have a much longer course. We have and the races change immediately because of this.
Tactics change.
Yes,
yeah.
tactics change. You have to think more where you're gonna go. It matters more. So.
But look at this now, while our leaders walking here, Regatta Club Oberhofen, they look honestly for me like broken dolls now hiking here. But before the race we were surprised they didn't wear hats, but I think now they are wearing hats because it's quite freezing weather out there, around 6 degrees. Whoa. The most important thing, of course, is to be healthy, not to get sick, because it's quite easy with such conditions. But look at this.
You don't want to freeze your ears. That's for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, we can see the teamwork now. Wow. Hiking as much as possible, of course. But I was asking honestly them and other guys about these yachts, about this class. And they said that, especially on the downwinds and marginal wind, they really enjoyed these boats. And that's why huge thanks to the Regatta Rundu Cup for providing racing boats to the regatta, because looks like sailors really enjoy it.
Yes, MX 700 is a great boat, and it seems like everybody on this regatta and the previous ones on the Sailing Champions Nationals Champions League, everybody enjoyed it.
And now our leaders already passed the first mark. They are leading by far, pretty comfortable, and with this condition there is nothing to worry about, I suppose. Just enjoy this downwind in the race, and as well as points are so tight, it's good to win first race of the day.
Then Calypso sailing team rounding the mark on the second position. They're doing the jibe set, and they prefer the left hand like from a candy. You have a wrap wrap from the candy because it's twisted like that.
Yeah, exactly. But no matter how it sounds, it's not that good for sailors, of course. And I think Calypso didn't have the best rounding and also had some troubles with Gineker. They might lose a lot because of it, and we saw teams were not that far from them. They were in second position, but still lots of work to do for them on this downwind. I suppose we can see them now. I can see the number on the sail. Yeah, it's number 6. It's Calypso, yes. We will see how they will do. But we can see Pink Gineker out there on the background, and they are doing well as well.
Yeah, I think the guys on the boat number 6 are getting a gust and have a pretty good speed.
Also really important
and
for them.
Look at the boat on the other side. They
Wow.
just standing there. If you compare them to the Calypso team.
Yes, and we could see also the gust because the water is much darker, and this is how tricky downwind sometimes, because you can lead but you have no wind, and teams from behind, they just
Look
pass
at this again. They have a problem
Wow.
with Jenniker.
too much
What is
candies.
going on here, Calypso?
Yeah, they can hear us, I suppose, because immediately they changed the situation, and so important now for them. But wow, even boat number 5 is in danger. Oberhofen. Wow, they were leading so far, and no,
I guess
it's okay.
I guess
but really close.
the right side of the downwind was pretty good after all, because they got a huge shift, and
And gust as well. Look
I
at
guess
the
it
gust.
was not as
as easy as predictable as it was
no,
before.
it was not that bad windy there, not so.
Wow, boat number 5 still could win the race, I think so, at least from our point of view, but it was so close. We can't really see, I think.
And the boat number 2 is on the 2nd position, boat number 1 on the 3rd. It is Matryoshka sailing team. Finally they have some good results, and Calypso is dropping from the 2nd position on the 1st mark to the 4th on the finish line. Then we have Zigzag sailing team, and unfortunately Zidart is completing the race on the last position.
And Bodensee, boat number 2, they finished in 2nd position. What a good recover for them. Really important. Each point is really, really important, especially in these 4 last races. And we already have 3 races till the finals. Whoa. Just a bit of shifting boats now, and we will see the 2nd day of races again. The 2nd race of the day again. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused, but I really like the conditions, honestly. It's different compared to the previous days, and it's really nice to watch teams working in another situations.
We're closer and closer to the finals, and I think you noticed this as well, that the races became even more I don't know, aggressive, and
Of course.
much more pressure on the sailors to win them. Everybody's nervous.
And we are ready to have an interview with our reporter out on the water, professional sailor Timofey Zubkov.
Hello everyone! We have finished the first race of this day, and here with me is Christopher Rust from Regatta Club Oberhofen team. Christopher, first, congratulations with your win on this race. How do you feel? How was the race?
It was a little bit too exciting than I wanted it to be. We had a great lead at the last wind remark, and then suddenly the wind came from behind and everybody caught up. So it was a very close finish, and we're happy we were able to finish first.
Yeah, really close finish.
Хорошая традиция подходить к экипажам, подбадривать их.
Thank you for their interview, and yeah, it was really tough race for them, and I think they were quite nervous on the last downwind because anything could happen there, and it was too close for them, but still so good to have just 1 point from these close races.
Yeah, and we are preparing for the next race. We see the teams are switching the boats. Interesting thing about this format of the races with switching the boats In such races you can really see the importance of the technical skills, tactical decisions and teamwork of the competitors, because nobody has the speed advantage over nobody, as all boats are absolutely the same. You have only like 3-5 minutes between the races to check everything, is alright with your boat, to check the trim of your sails, and so on. We have our results table, and we can see that Lord of the Sail Windy Girls are leading the overall, so they have 3 points to the second guys from Switzerland, Regatta Club Oberhofen. Then we have Lanzarote from Spain with 45 points. Then Tenzer Sport, Badensee Yacht Club Oberlingen on the 5th position, 6 Calypso, and then Kalina Racing Team on the 7th, Zigzag on the 8th, Matryoshka on 9, 10th position is for Sailing Academy of Yacht Club of St. Petersburg. Then we have Zidar Sailing Team, and the last position for Lord of the Sail Nova.
And we can see now the results, of course, but number of races for each teams is not equal yet, because it was just 33 races, but pretty soon points will show the real picture of the regatta, because I think we'll have enough time to have 36 races today. I still can't imagine how is it possible to have 36 qualifying races. And for the regatta, for such a good quality of the regatta, of course, we want to thank our general partner Gazprom company. Always support regattas, any regatta I suppose here, but as well as this one, really warm welcome. And we are also really thanked to Regatta Runduk Cup for providing the boats. I really enjoy that sailors enjoy the boats. And the next race will start really soon. We will see soon as well what teams will be there, but still they are warming up. And
yeah, they're checking if everything is alright with the boat, hoisting their Gineker to see if it is alright, and getting ready for the race, checking the wind.
And we have our reporter out on the water already, Timothy Zubkov. Tima, how does it look like there, being so close to the start line?
Yes, hi Stefan. I'm here near the starting line, and it's amazing weather conditions here for sailing. We have a nice breeze. It's about 10-15 knots of wind from the north-northwest direction. Every team is preparing and warming up for the second race of this date now. And even some little swell is appearing, and I feel like it will moderate and build up during the day.
Thank you, Tima. Are you frozen there, or not that much?
To tell the truth, I'm not frozen at all, because the atmosphere here is so hot. So nevertheless, the air temperature is about 10 degrees Celsius only. It's feel warm, really warm.
What do you expect, Tima? What do you expect from these exciting races?
I can't tell you. The only one thing that I'm feeling now is I'm thrilling. I'm really looking forward to the next races of qualification. We have 3 races left, as I understand, and I'm just a lot, and I'm feeling absolutely thrilling.
Thank you so much, Tima, for your comments. And if I didn't know him for years, I would say he's a professional commentator, honestly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep in touch.
The procedure will start quite soon, as we see few boats already checking the start line. And Sasha, maybe few words about how important to check the start line before each race.
Yes, it's pretty important. You have to look what direction the wind is shifting to get what side of the starting line you wanna choose. And it's really important to take in account what side of the upwind you want to go to. So I guess if you want to go to the left really badly, you have to choose the pin and start from the starboard and get there as soon as possible.
But with these offshore conditions, of course, also like starting on pin end and going to the left side, or starting on race committee side and going to the right hand side on the first upwind is a classic. But with the offshore winds, sometimes it might be anything, like race committee start, but still going to the left side of the first upwind might be really anything, and that's also important to check before the race.
Of course, when it's that shifty, anything can happen in the race. So it's not that if
That's
you
obvious.
no, it's not that if you lose the start, the race is ruined for you. You can still catch up because of this shifts if you plan your tactic and execute it really good. You can still manage to win this race.
Yeah, that's good about shifty wind, and I also always liked it. When I was racing, of course, sometimes it happens that it's not your best start, not your best race, and you just don't need to disappoint. But with the shifty wind, anything can happen. And we can see now a race committee. Thank them so much for providing us such a show. What an intensive 2 days, again and again, so many races in a day. I need to race 3 regattas to have that much races, but they doing it like clicking it so easily. And thank you so much again, racing committee, umpires, everyone.
Special thank you for the guy with the bear hat.
A Russian style.
Yes, Russian style, really good.
The only chance to have some warm on the race committee boat is to become a bear, probably.
Yes, and to have some fun.
And look how good we can see these gusts again. Such a wonderful point of view for us. We can see also gusts coming from the left side of the course. Wow, so beautiful and so tricky, and some advantage for us again, so we can see it. Sailors can see it as well, but not that obvious as we can.
I think the wind is dropping in a little bit. Don't you think so, Steph?
Yeah, now it looks like dropped, but we can see a bit the area a bit far behind, and I think some gusts will come and wind will increase again and maybe drop again during the day, because clouds are really flying around here. So I think wind is really interesting.
So let's see who we got in this race. In the race number 34, we have Kalina Racing Team on the boat number 3, Lord of the Sail Nova, boat number 4, Lanzarote on the boat number 6, Tenzar Sport boat number 5, Lord of the Sail Windy Girls on 2, and Sailing Academy of the Yacht Club St. Petersburg boat number 1.
Yes, also some overall leaders here. In the previous race we saw a few international European leaders of the regatta, and here who didn't compete the previous race is Tenzar Sport and Windy Girls, and also Lanzarote and Recife. Pretty close battle for them as well, but rest of the fleet in this race, lot of the Sails Nova, Kalina Racing Team, of course, they're still in the fight, and Sailing Academy of the Yacht Club of St. Petersburg, such a young team, local team, and I really hope they enjoyed, because it's such a wonderful experience to race in such a strong fleet. And it's less than 2 minutes to the start.
Yes, I want to notice that Lord of the Sail Windy Girls, they have just a terrific regatta, because I guess they have only one professional on the boat, and it's really difficult to compete against the teams like Calypso, where you have lots of pros.
Zidart as well.
Yes, just
Yeah.
a terrific racing from them.
Why do you think it's possible? Maybe they just have so much fun.
Yes, of course they have a lot of fun, but I think it's teamwork. It's teamwork. They are a good team. They train together for a long time and sailed together.
And-
You can see the result.
And that's again how important really the teamwork, not just individual. And it's already 30 seconds to the race number 34 of the regatta, and let's see what. Wow, so close. Oh, I'm so scared every time they are so close to each other. But boat number 5 is not that good position now. I hope they will have enough time to recover. Boat number 5 is Tenzo Sport, one of the leaders, and Lord of the Sail Windy Girls. Boat number 2 really close, the closest to the race committee, the most windward position, and it starts now.
Great start from Windy Girls. They just just a great start from the windward side of the starting line, and they tack to the right side. I think they see something there. They see something coming from the right side.
I think we will understand soon maybe they have a secret information, maybe they have spies somewhere there in the water, and it looks like they really know something, because this windward start and immediately tacked and went to the right side of the course now, and the four boats, the rest of the fleet is approaching the left side, and we can see some gas here, but honestly for me it looks quite far. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna come when it's downwind for the fleet, and maybe somebody from the fleet has already noticed that and gonna prefer the right side of the downwind course.
And we can see now, I suppose it's Windy Girls pushing hard, while Evgeny is as a boss on this boat.
Yes, he sits kind of alone there.
And
just
watch the situation, control everything, but
making
now,
decisions.
now it looks
Very serious.
What do you think now of the position of the Windy Girls? It doesn't look that comfortable now, honestly, because of the left shift.
Yes, I think it was the huge left shift, and
Unfortunately for Windy Girls, yes, but fortunately for the...
look at the boats on the left side. They just gained so much, and the lead is just huge for them.
Whoa, you know, the first race, especially the first upwind, it didn't look that tricky, that uncomfortable, and that good tactic decisions, that difficult tactic decisions, I'm sorry. And now it looks much more tricky since the wind dropped, and you really shouldn't do a mistake. And we can see young Sailing Academy team also hiking and hiking and hiking.
Yeah, these guys had some great results on this regatta as well. They're young, they're passionate about this sport, and they compete with the much more experienced sailors, and they are doing a great job.
And some of them also, or maybe all of them, I don't know, sailing, or the goal is to sail in Olympic classes, and I really hope this competition will help them to improve in the Olympic road, Olympic way.
I think their helm is as well an Olympic sailor. He's sailing laser class, and I think it's something new for him to work with the whole crew.
But it's good. I think it's really good for Olympic sailors sometimes to refresh, to race some this kind of regattas and to enjoy another side of sailing sport again. That's what some of Olympic sailors really miss during the career, but I can see these guys enjoying the regatta, and we can see now, I suppose, the leaders at the current moment, Lanzarote team doing well, and Taki now controlling the fleet pretty comfortable, I would say.
Yes, I guess it was them who got that left shift, and they are leading the race now with the boat number 4 or number 1. I don't know who is going to cross whom on the. They're on different. Boat number 1 is on starboard, and boat number 4 is on port.
We will
I
see
think
it
they
really
will cross
soon.
right now.
Yeah, now we can see them
they
crossing.
won't, and they won't. The boat number 4 is clearly ahead of them, and they are leading the race with the boat number 6.
Yes, and boat number 6 is really comfortable. Looks like this left shift is still working, and of course leaders control most of the fleet. But this is so unexpected upwind, and that's so unpredictable here, so I promise you we'll have lots of changes during the race. But of course leaders Lanzarote team will do their best, and they're leading by far. They will do the best for sure to lead this race and to be first in this race. And
we can see the boats approaching the mark. It's gonna be really tight
and boat
between
number
the
4.
boat number 5 and
Boat number 4 was
the boat number 2.
They were in second position. Boat number 4, it's Lord of the Wind Noah. What a good first upwind for them, but now what a close rounding from the teams.
Now it's a race who hoists the Ginnaker faster and gains the maximum speed earlier.
And has no candies or glass of wines, as I got also really important work about Ginnaker. But yeah, it sounds so nice, honestly, candies and glass of wine. But it doesn't look so good.
Look at our overall leaders. They're Lord of the Sail Windy Girls. They're on the 5th position, I guess, in this race right now. And the boat number 5, Tensor Sport, are also among the leaders of the regatta. And I think they're on the 4th position now. And every team is battling for as good position on the finish line as they can, because the finals are soon and you want to enter them on the highest position. And look how Windy Girls just passed the Tensor Sport on their windward just so easily.
Yeah, like they have an extra sail or something.
What a speed!
Yeah, and really comfortable speed. Yeah, they didn't even mention them.
Yes,
but
what happened there for the Tensor Sport? They just let them through?
We don't know. Okay, we don't discuss it too much, but we could see girls working there, also discussing like about some gas, someone showing the team. Well, what a nice job. Work, girls, work. I know how tough it is, honestly, especially for girls, but they love it.
They're doing a great job, nice job.
Wow, so close again. Yes, as I promised you, it will be a really tight battle during all the race. And boat number 6, Lanzarote team, in this race, they didn't look, this jibe didn't look that good, honestly, and it's not that much speed for them. Look at their leaders, Lanzarote team, and to the Windy Girls. Windy Girls are flying.
I think now they're going just a little bit laughing a little bit more, and they have more speed, but I think if they continue to do that, they're gonna enter the space where they will be covered by another boats.
Exactly.
So I don't know if they wanna continue doing that.
That's
But I think the boats want to go to the right mark.
of the gates.
Yes, of the
For
gates.
us or for them?
For them.
For them.
Yes.
You're like a sailor, one of the
Yes,
sailors now. Yeah, but for us this is a left
Yes,
side,
yes.
but teams decide different sides of the second upwith, at least of the gates.
Whoa! Look at this.
Tight,
Yes,
rounding again.
rounding and. But I think nobody.
We can see red flag.
Nobody hit anybody and no damage, so maybe even no protest here.
But
It's
look
okay.
at Windy Girls, just after rounding, they're already in such a comfortable position, they're going few degrees higher than the rest of competitors. Oh, looked really nice here. But team
using the
Lanzarote-
right shift right now. So good tacticians Evgeny Neugodnikov is, and
he's an experienced sailor,
yes, very
of course.
experienced.
Yeah. But Lanzarote,
we can see them already climbing up to the top 3, I think.
yeah, I guess so. But again, just one shift and one gust closer to the first mark can change the situation totally. And the most important thing, which always worked for me in such a tricky conditions, is never doubt yourself. If you made a decision, okay, that's your decision, just do it. Don't rush too much, don't confuse yourself by yourself, because the wind is still really confusing.
And I think we have to mention that the Lord of the Sail Nova, the boat number 4, is doing a great job in this race. They didn't have really good results during all the regatta, but now they're also battling for the top 3, and great race from them.
Important for
Yes.
them, of course. It's always important to finish a regatta with a good races.
On a high note, yes.
Yeah, of course, of course. But for first 4 teams, only 4 teams will go into the final series today. And we can see 5 boats climbing upwind, but looked like one boat. No, it's not
No,
our boat.
It's not
I
our
was
competitor,
confused.
just went through the sailing course of our races.
No, that's correct
Not
behavior.
really polite from them. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, but they just were so excited. They really wanted to watch the race really close to the fleet, I suppose.
First row seats for them.
Yeah, yeah, but if you wanna watch their race even closer, you can just have a link, find a link of the streaming and watch it even better. So, and don't disturb the sailors out on the course area. And yes, I remind you just to follow the YouTube channel of the St. Petersburg Yacht Club to see more races, and there are lots of interesting information, especially about Russian sailing, but not just Russian. So if you're a huge fan of sailing, on your new one here but want to explore more about this wonderful, beautiful, my favorite, absolutely favorite sport, you just follow the channel and enjoy it.
Yes, if you're interesting, enjoy to watching.
Yeah, you're right. And we can see teams working hard and tucking. Yes, teamwork. Teamwork is so important. Wow, our rally was so close. Wow, what a picture was for us. And what a good job from the team. That was honestly really close. I was quite stressed because of it, but we could see the sails so good. Wow, look at this. Leaders are not that clear leaders anymore. Team number 4, Lord of the Sails Nova. They are approaching to the leading
Yes,
position.
they're full of surprises, you know. I think they got a nice shift on the right side of the course, and they're already battling with the leaders of the race.
And we can
Great
see
job.
also on the left side there is some some more guys, a team. I can't see honestly the number yet, but also a good position. And you know what I think about Nova team? That while
There's
leaders...
Cup on the right side.
There's a Tensor Cup, okay. So Nova team, they did a really good job during the regatta, but now they feel relaxed and they just wanna finish the regatta on a good point. So they just relaxed and enjoy while leaders fighting against each other and have this tension, and yeah, that's why they might lead also, but of course that means they have a good tactics. But what a close round, what a tight races again and again.
At the end, everybody's gathered on the first mark from different sides. They come so close on it, and the Windy Girls, they're rounding the mark on the third position. Great upwind from them.
Yeah, also really important here for them at least to fix this third position or even to improve. And Tensor Sport, number 5.
Nice jibe set from Tensor Sport. They're going to the left side, unlike everybody else.
But honestly, exactly now, this downwind looks like a lottery little for me, because anything can happen. It's too unpredictable now, and Tensor made this decision maybe because they knew that fourth position is not gonna work for them, and they need to invent something, to do something that no one did before, and try to find any gust, any shift on that side, at least to have a fresh wind, and probably it will work.
Yes, we saw on the previous races that right side of the downwind worked pretty good, but we're gonna see, I guess, on this one if it pays off.
And also we can see the chop now, the wave looks like on the downwind it works well for the boats, for the teams, at least for the Tensor team. And yeah, boat looks so nice. The bow of the boat is up from the water. I don't know that much as you do about the boats and sailing with 3 sails, but it looks beautiful for me.
I think you have to have a little bit more wind to see these boats just flying, you know. But for now, it's like not really enough wind.
Yeah, if there were more wind, of course, they could go faster. But I should admit, after windsurfing races, it's hard for me to see someone else flying, because we also had some good speed. But of course, I understand these boats are quite fast, and I sailed not this boat, but others, and I really enjoyed it as well. And also, tactics are really different compared to windsurfing, and I really enjoy exploring this side of sailing.
And it's a really interesting battle here for the top 3, because the boats just stood in the straight line. They have I don't know, like equal chances now for the first position in this race. It's really interesting fight. We're gonna see Lord of the Sail Nova on the 4th, in between the pink and white Jenneker, and the pink one are the girls, Windy Girls, Lord of the Sail.
And I think honestly Windy Girls doesn't have that comfortable position, because they should just wait Nova to jibe, because Nova on the starboard tack, and also not that good position for Lanzarote. Now Nova is looking good now.
I don't know, we don't have a great angle here. If the Windy Girls are...
so close!
I think they're...
Wow, Windy Girls did it!
Yes,
wow, and Noah
Lord
is
of the
second!
Sail, Windy Girls just managed to take the first place. And
what?
Then Lord of the Sail Nova on the second position. Then Lanzarote. Then a battle for the 4th position between boat number
We can't
Two, I
really see
think.
two. But
Two
what
and
a
five, I
battle
think.
for the first position, and what a recover from the Windy Girls. I still can't realize how they managed it.
Great second upwind and great
Downwind,
second
yeah,
down.
beautiful
We
downwind.
just-
And now just to remember the last downwind tensor sport, that jibe didn't really help them, yeah, to improve during the downwind, and 3 teams, they just went straight way to the finish line and did it much better. But it was race number 34, just 2 more races to come. Yeah, just 2 more races of qualifying series is to come. And just now we can see 6 boats on the finish line, coming to the finish line.
Boat number 3.
Boat number 3 is Kalina Racing Team.
I wonder what's happened there. Why they are so far behind. I think
don't know.
something must have happened.
Yeah, there are lots of curious situations always out on the water, and either they touched the mark or something happened with the Ginaker or Bushprit, as we saw day before yesterday. Anything could happen, honestly. Just wish them the best luck for the rest of the races. Never give up. I hope you are not too disappointed. Just 2 more races and do your best, guys, as always. Thanks everyone for the race. Was so excited to watch it. And I really hope we will have an interview with the leader, with such a close battle, leaders of the race and leaders overall still, I suppose, Windy Girls, because they were leaders before. And and now we have a 2nd place in the race, Lanzarote. Nova, I'm sorry. Yeah, Timofey has an interview for us.
Hello, I have with me Ivan from Lord of the Sail Nova. Ivan, how do you feel about the race?
The last one probably was the best one for us. That was a nice conditions and a good race. We probably 2nd or 3rd, I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah, the finish was really so close. How do you feel about the last downwind? What was your tactic for the last downwind?
Most of the time we just try to see gusts and to maintain the velocity, and this was the main goal for the downwind.
Yeah, it seems like the right tactic to see the gusts. And what do you think about the weather compared to the previous days?
This is very hard regatta for us because of the level of the competitors, and most of the time we try to sail ourselves. Mostly we just learn a lot. Today maybe we make some outcomes from the mistakes from the previous 2 days. That was, I think, that was nice for us.
Okay, thank you very nice. Wish you a good luck for the next race, and wish you to learn something more and gain experience.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nova, for an interview. Thank you for the race. I hope you're really happy with the result, and I wish you the best rest of races on the regatta, and soon we will see race number 35, and it's getting even more and more interesting here. And maybe it's time now to tell you what will finals look like, and who will go to the finals, and what they should do in finals. So top 4 boats will go into the finals with their points equal to the position. Now let's just watch the results table, then I will continue.
Yes, for now we have our top 4 looking like this. Lord of the Sail Windy Girls on the 1st position, Regatta Club Oberhofen on the 2nd, Lanzarote on the 3rd, and Tensor Sport on the 4th position. Then the guys who still have a chance to get in the top 4 in the last flight of our Sailing Champions League Cup: Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen on 5th position. 6th position is for Calypso Sailing Team, then Kaline Racing Team, then Zigzag on 8th position, Matryoshka on 9, and Sailing Academy on 10th, Zigzag on 11th, and I think the last was Lord of the Sail.
Nova.
Yes.
And we can see teams now who's gonna compete in race number 35. Kaline Racing Team, boat number 3, Calypso 4, Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen 6, Matryoshka 5, Lord of the Sails Windy Girls 2, and Zidart Sailing Team 1. Yeah, it's still leaders here, and it's gonna be even more exciting, I suppose. But whoa, the tension is really high now. The pressure on sailors, I think they understand how close points are.
Yes, and it's a really interesting format of the final series. I think, Steph, you should tell our viewers about it.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes before the start, and I think I have enough time. So, 4 boats after qualifying series will go to the finals, and they will have points equal to their positions after the qualifying series. So, first boat already has 1 point, and it means like 1 race won. Second boat has 2 points, third 3 points, fourth 4 points, and then in the final races they will race till 2 wins, till any team win 2 races. But for team number 1 after qualifying series, it's much easier because they have already 1 point. That means it's like they already won 1 race, so they just need to win just 1 more race to win the regatta overall. So it's really important now to be in top 4, but really so important to be the first ones. So then you need just to win 1 race, and of course it's much easier than to win 2 races.
But other teams can still recover, for, like the boat number 4, who enters on the 4th position. They can still win the regatta by winning 2 races.
But that's not an easy task, honestly, but anything is possible, especially with these conditions. And it's 30 seconds to the start of race number 35. Yeah, just 2 more races to see in this qualifying series, and you saw the points. Still anything is possible. It's still so close, and I'm so excited to see it. And yeah, let's watch 10 seconds. Boat number 3 on the race committee boat, and it's 3 seconds to the start. They are reaching, and now, yeah,
and
what a good speed.
Flags are down, and away we go. The boat number 5 is taking the start on the port and going to the right side.
I like this kind of starts always when I see it.
It's Matryoshka Sailing Team, such a brave decision to make.
Yeah, I like this kind of start because it always looks for me like a windsurfer start, because we usually, not usually, but we quite often start on a port deck as well, but for boats it's a rare situation, and Matryoshka showing here a nice windsurfer performance at least. But I hope the right side will work for them, because we thought the previous race for them wasn't that good and they were a bit upset after that, I hope. And now it's a left shift, and looks like a shift and gusts on the left side.
I don't know if that's an angle that we're looking
maybe
at the boat, but it looks like the fleet is just, everybody is above the boat number 5, and it's not even close between them.
Yes, maybe not that good position now, but we saw also in the previous race recover from Windy Girls. It was similar start. They went to the right side right after the start, and it was quite bad, but then, they managed to recover and they won the last race, race number 34. 4. Now it's already race number 35, so let's watch teams here. We can see a Z-Dart team in boat number 1. They have orange suits, so easy to remember them. Orange hats as well. Quite professional and experienced team, experienced sailors. Olympic class sailors in pastel still. Some of them.
Yes, great team. We can see the wind is shifting to the right sides, which favors the boat number 5. Maybe it's not that bad situation for them after all.
Yeah, that's always true about shifts, because you can be in a good position, then you have just a shift, and course change for everyone, and you are not in a leading position anymore. Or otherwise, as we can see for Matryoshka now doing quite good job. Yeah, right shift is...
look, it's a really tricky moment when you have to cross the fleet, when you have an advantage, because just 30 seconds ago it seemed like they are crossing all the fleet, and now the boats on the left side are getting the left shift already, and now they are not going through and need to tack under them or go all the way to the left side.
We will see now, but I think it was good moment for Matryoshka. But wow, Z-Dart is so close with them. But it was a good moment for Matryoshka to use this little shift and to recover, because if they didn't tack, I think they would be stuck on this right side. And now they are not leading by far, but already in a fight, in a mix again. But what's the team? Team number 4 is the most windward on port tech side now. Kalina? No, team number 4. It's Calypso. This is Calypso. And team number 3 on the right side, Kalina Racing Team.
And look at the boat number 6. They are leading the race right now. I think
boat 6.
It's race after race. We see the boat number 6 leading the race. Is something magical with this boat. How do you think, Steph?
Oh, maybe. I didn't even mention it. Thank you for the information. That's why you need to shift the boats from time to time between the teams. As you said before, there's equal conditions for everyone. No, you can't predict which boat you will have, and you need to work with the boats you are having right now. So yeah, maybe boat number 6 has some special things, but honestly I don't think so.
Yes, I don't think so too. I think it's just a happy coincidence. I think all the boats are really great. They're pretty new. I think it's like a half of a year they were made, you know. And thanks again to the Rondo Cup for this beautiful boat.
And Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen on boat number 6, red suits, so bright and such a good frost upwind, leading and approaching the first mark in first position.
Steph, if they manage to finish the race on the first position, I think they have a great chance to enter the finals, because they were on the 5th position, as I remember, and they can really enter the finals if they manage to
win this race.
Yes.
And we saw now a tight surrounding of Calypso team. Such a hard work of the team, but they did well. They didn't touch the mark. Whoa! It looks so close here as well. What's going on?
I think there was some protest there. The boat number 2 protested. It's a lot of the sail windy girls, but I think it's not them who have to protest another boat. It's Kalina sailing team who has to show their protest flag and wait for the jury to make their decision.
I hope we will see jury decision quite soon, and we will understand who was right and who was wrong. but now still quite close downwind because wind increase, wind drops and shifts, gusts, everything you like, everything for interesting sailing competitions. And I always loved racing offshore wind, but now I really enjoy watching offshore wind races.
Yeah, I guess in this incident between Kalina Racing Team and Windy Girls, nobody is doing the penalty turns, so it was just a green flag. That means nobody gets penalized.
That's good for us and good for teams. I think so, because it's better not to get penalized, of course. And let's watch, like, white Ginekur in front. I can't see the number, honestly, but
I think it's Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen. They were leading on the top mark. I think it's only them can be so far ahead.
yeah,
And
exactly.
the Calypso team is battling with them a little more to the left side. These guys are also fighting for the place in the finals. They're close in the points to that top 4 group.
After the race, of course, we will see points of each team again, and I suppose it will be so close, and 1 point can decide who go to the finals or who will be on 5th, 6th position, and also maybe 1 point will decide who will be in 1st position as well, or maybe even equal points we will see in the final scores. But now, yeah, Bodensee Yacht Club, they are trying to do the best to keep this leading position. But left side, no, right side, if you go downwind, Pink Ginekur looks also really good here, not that far from the leaders. Also, we understand that downwinds, they have bigger speed, so the distance between them might look slightly bigger, but they are not that far from each other.
What a great downwind from Zidar Sailing Team. I think that's them on the Pink Ginekur on the 2nd position
oh, yeah,
right
exactly, orange.
now. They got some good gust, I think, from the left side. It's
Yeah.
amazing how much distance they covered. They kept up really great.
Yeah, it's them, as I told you, orange suits, orange hats. So good job for them, and still in battle for leading this race. But look, 3rd place, boat number 4, Calypso, they round in another mark. Boat number 5 on right side of the gates for us, for them it's left side, Matroshka. Matroshka is still in the mix, good race for them as well. And boat number 2, Lord of the Sails Windy Girls in 6th position, just 6. Wow, what a good race for them. The previous race.
Not a
and
good
now-
race for them.
No, what the previous
Yes.
race was good.
Yes, not a good race for them this time, but we all know what they can do on the to keep up with the other boats, and we're gonna see how they improve on the next upwind and downwind.
And Sasha, one more question to you. As a local sailor, you know how tough it's sometimes to work with tides here. Yesterday, I've been talking to some sailors, and they said that tides are current is not that easy here because of rivers. What do you think?
You know, it's really unique sailing conditions here we have in St. Petersburg. You can see that the Neva River is falling into the Gulf of Finland from 2 different sides, which makes the current really tricky. And so, of course, everybody, every professional sailor analyzes and learns as much as possible about the venue they're about racing, but there are always some small details that only locals know, which always gives them some advantage on the water.
So yeah, locals really have a privileged position, and we can see some of locals, some of the Zidar team are locals. Yeah? Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, I think I'm sure Danik Banayan from their crew is a local guy. He knows everything about this weather, about the tides, about the currents. and if the tactic of their team wants some advice, he can definitely ask it from Danik.
Yeah, and here they are doing great job in the race, fighting for the leading position, and leeward to them is Matryoshka team, still not that far from leading position. Also, we saw how tricky it might be sometimes, and boat number 4, Calypso, on the left. Ah, no, I'm sorry, it's boat number 6. Of course, it's
Calypso in the middle of the course. Their left side didn't really pay off. They're on the 4th position, I guess, right now.
Yeah, but Bodnessy, they are doing a good job. Good job for them. It's it wasn't easy downwind for them, but now still close battle. But let's see what they gonna do now. Or Zidart will do something.
They want to keep the lead, and I think they have to control the boat behind. It's Zidart sailing team. If they have such a good result in this race, I think they're going to get in the finals.
And of course everyone wanna go to the finals, wanna do the best, but still they have one more race. Some of them will have one more race number 36, the next one. And now in this race, they're still on the race course. They have to finish here firstly. They have to keep this leading position. And honestly, from my experience, Sasha, I think you agree with me, because leading is a really hard task. It's so tough always to keep this leading position. And when you're in second, third, but close to the leaders of the race, you feel much more comfortable, not that stressed during the race.
You know, I think it's a skill to go on the first position, because it is really difficult to keep the boats behind. You have to be mentally prepared to know I'm the leader of the race and I can finish the race on the first position. Nobody gonna get me, and it's much easier to be behind and to be an underdog who trying to catch the leader. It's mental games, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you said it totally correct. It's of course it's a skill, and you should know how to lead the race, because when you're leading, it's slightly different mental work there. And but the sea working quite good, not only physically, tactically, but also mentally. In first position here, quite comfortable. Of course, they are still have lots of job to do, and Zidart is not that far, but quite comfortable.
And we could already see on the first downwind that everything can change dramatically. Whoa, what a strange situation here. The boat number 2 got in between two boats, the Windy Girls and Matryoshka. It's Windy Girls who got in this situation between the boat number 5 and boat number 4.
I think honestly Matryoshka will have a red flag, as it was for me. Let's see what the jury will say. Of course, I'm not jury, I just suppose, and that's not a final decision, but we will see. But it was extremely tight round in again, and
not a good jibe set from Kalina Racing Team. Have a wine glass.
Yes, wow. But now it's fine. But yes,
they
of course they
managed to
lost.
deal with it.
They lost some speed, some meters, some points, but it will be. I still can see no red flag. No one is removing the Gineker, and no one is turning 360. So, is there no penalty or what?
I think the situation is that either the umpire didn't see the situation,
yeah, might be also, of course,
or they saw the situation, and from their point of view, there was nothing to penalize the boats about.
Of course, we should always remember that umpires judge the races, but of course they can't see everything, and good for us. We can really see this race so close as we can do it now. Look at the teamwork, 4 people working like one. Also quite experienced guys here. I know them since my childhood. Sasha, you know them even better.
Yes, of course, these guys were great sailors in Olympic classes as well, and now trying their best to handle the boats MX700.
Big boats time now for them, yes, and they're doing quite good job here, so nice honestly to see us growing but still sailing and loving this sport. As for me, yes, I should say I'm totally addicted to sailing, and before I really enjoyed sailing myself, but now I also enjoy watching others sailing, and I can see how many people getting addicted to sailing in adulthood already, because we sail since kids. I can't even remember myself not staying on the board and not holding sail. I became a windsurfer at 6 years old, but now I can see many people who come to sailing at 30, 40, 50 years old, and they fall in love totally with the sport and spend lots of time.
And look at Kalina's. Oh no, it's Calypso, right. It's Calypso sailing team. They went to the left side of the downwind and got so much advantage. They kept up with the Zidar sailing team that were on the 2nd position, and
they will fight for the 2nd position now, of course. It's really important.
And it's a fight for the finals, because Calypso is really close for the top 4. Maybe with this great move they just managed to...
Yeah,
but it's
so
still
important.
Close. It's still close.
Each point is really important here on this downwind for this race. So
who's gonna
close.
be second?
What's going on with the sail? I don't know. No.
I think only the judges on the race committee boat can tell who is on which position.
You know what? I think at this situation it's like so tricky, because for me, boats, if we watch the boats, so Calypso, they were in front, but if we watch the Ginekers, in front we had Zidar sailing team, and I don't know what judges decide honestly, but they have to make a decision.
It's not our job to
thankfully
to watch who came on which position, but I think the juries will tell us all about it, and we'll see it in the results.
Yeah, of course, but the leaders of the race were obvious. Bodnesi Yacht Club Uberlingen, they did a really good job, and they were leading during all the race, and it's not that easy to lead such a tricky conditions race. Good job for them. And yeah, I hope we will have the interview really soon. Our reporter out on the water working so hard for it, but we can enjoy now the landscapes of St. Petersburg from the water. And interview is ready, Tima.
Hi Stefan, I have Konstantin from German team here with me on board. Hello Konstantin.
Hello.
You won the race, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling great at the moment. I hope that we did it to the finals, because the points are really close, and now we're watching what the others are doing in the next race.
Yeah, the points are really marginal. Everyone is so close, so this race was extremely important for you. Congratulations one more time for this beautiful race. You sailed really nice. What was your tactic for the race?
We wanted to start in the leeward side, so if the first shift from the left side is coming, we can tack, and we have all the others below us, and that worked perfectly. And then we were all the time on the first place, 2 rounds.
Yeah, really nice tactics, and it pays off. And what can you say about the last downwind?
Oh, it was a little bit tricky because we were on the right side and there was not that much wind. And then Calypso team, I think they did a jibe and went to the left side, and they had much more pressure. and they nearly got us, but I'm really happy that we're first place in the finish.
Yeah, you were happy to save your position and you had a comfortable win. Really nice race, congratulations.
Thank you, Tima. Thank you, Konstantin. I honestly really hope to see you in finals as well as you would like to race in finals, and could be really nice. And of course, you did your best to make it into the finals, and I really feel it will be enough. And we are really thankful to our general partner, of course, Gazprom company, for supporting this beautiful sailing sport year by year. Thanks for the regatta, for organizing it. I really enjoy it, and the rest of the fleet as well. And we are thankful to St. Petersburg Yacht Club, of course, for hosting Sail Champions League Cup this year. Not the first time for Sailing Champions League competition here in St. Petersburg, but kind of unique conditions again this year. And of course, we are thanked to Runduk Cup Regatta for providing MX 700 boats. It's so nice to see them working, and let's watch the results table now, how tight it is again.
And look at this, according to the results of the race number 35, we have Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen coming up on the 4th position, making a great statement for the finals today. And the first boat is Regatta Club Oberhofen. Then we have Lord of the Sail Windy Girls. Then we have Lanzarote from Spain. Then Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen on the 5th position. Calypso Sailing Team, then Tenzer Sport on 6, Kalina Racing on 7, Zigzag on 8, Matryoshka 9, Sailing Academy of St. Petersburg on the 10th position, Zidart Sailing Team on 11th, and 12th we have Lord of the Sail Nova.
And now Tima is out on the water. Will tell us probably, or a bit later, what's the situation out there, but now we can see the last qualifying race is preparing and will start really soon, and we could see 3 guests in the top 4 positions, three not Russian teams in the top 4. Now, really good job for them. I think they would be extremely happy to race the finals, since it was not the closest way for them, not the easiest way to come to Russia. But also, of course, we're cheering for the Russian teams. And now Tima, out on the water, will tell us what's going on there.
Yes, Stefan, I'm here. Every team is preparing for the last race of qualification series. It's a lot of tricky conditions here, a lot of gusts, a lot of wind shadows, and so on. So teams are looking at the water, they are looking for the first mark and trying to prepare their strategy for the race and warming up.
Tima, I still can't realize it's race number 36 in 3 days. Have you ever sailed that many races in 3 days?
I can't hear you, maybe some technical problem, but the weather is really nice, it's sunny. Now it was 3-minute signal, so let's see the final race of the qualification series.
Thank you. Thank you, Tima. And we could see the flag is up. 3 minutes to the last qualifying race in this Sailing Champions League Cup in St. Petersburg. What a wonderful conditions we had and still have.
Let's see the boat that's gonna compete in the final race of the qualifiers. We have Zigzag Club on the 1st position, Lord of the Sail Nova on the boat number 2, Lanzarote from Spain on the boat number 4, Tenzer Sport on 6, Regatta Club Oberhofen on 3rd position, Sailing Academy of the Yacht Club St. Petersburg on the 5th position. So we have Tensor Sport who are gonna try to make it to the finals, as well as Regatta Club Oberhofen. It's gonna be, and Lanzarote, of course. It's gonna be close races.
We're gonna see a huge battle again in the last race. Less than 2 minutes to the start, and our Swedish friends should do the best, honestly, in this race to keep their first position, because they were leading, but Windy Girls had not the best previous race. They finished 5th, and now Regatta Club Oberhofen, as I remember, they have to finish 1st or 2nd, maybe might be 3rd position, but if they finish 1st or 2nd, of course they're in the 1st position overall. So they go into the finals, and they go into the finals in the 1st position with already 1 point and less than 1 minute before the start. So we'll really focus on Oberhofen Regatta Club, and also we will watch Tensor Sport, Lanzarote Recife, Waterloo Sales Nova. What a good day for them today. And Zigzag Club, yeah, still wanna recover and finish the last race in a good position, of course. And local guys Sailing Academy just enjoying the local races with such a strong fleet. And it's already 25 seconds to the start. Whoa, let's watch it. I'm so excited about the race.
And the boats are already getting to the line. Somebody is doing the Elstrom start, as they call it, when they come to the starting line on the port, then tack underneath the fleet and try to get the pin. 4 seconds till the start. 2, 1. Start is open. And do we have any individual recalls? No, we don't
have. So boat number 4, Lanzarote team, they did a really good pin and start. They were just exactly at the moment of the start. They crossed the line, and they were the most leeward, but the most windward is Zigzag Club.
Yes, great start from the boat number 4.
And we can see boat number 3 from here. Blue coats, blue jackets. This is Regatta Club Oberhofen, current leaders. They really need to win this race, or to come second, not to lose too much, to go into the finals in 1st position. But I think it's already quite secured for them to go to the finals overall. But of course they want to do their best to go to take this leadership in finals. Because if you're doing a good job already here in qualifying series, it's like you did half of the task in the finals. If you go in the 1st position, you have 1 race winning already, 1 point, so just 1 more race to win in final series, which again much easier than winning two races in the finals. But no one is going to give up yet.
And Steph, can you tell us how the others places in the finals are gonna take place? Yes, gonna count.
Yeah, about counting the points in the finals. So when boats go out to the finals, we will have 4 boats there, and they will have points equal to the qualifying races position. So first boat takes 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, and 4 points for boat number 4 in final series. And then, as we said already, team who has 2 wins of races is the first team. But what about 2nd and 3rd place? It will count as well. If we have 3 races, it will be from 1 to 4 races maximum in finals. So we have 2, 4, 3 races in finals. We will sum up the points also, and points from the qualifying, not the points from the qualifying series. Okay, I know it's not that easy, but your place in qualifying series becomes your points, so it also counts. And if you have equal points, so the who did it better in qualifying series will be in front, And qualifying series, just to remind you, 36 races, 18 flights, so it's 18 races for each team. They had no discards at all.
Yes, and let's get back to the racing. We can see the Sailing Academy race to the leeward of the leaders, I guess, on the boat number 6 again. Again on the 6th boat.
Maybe, yes, maybe. We
Tenders-
should admit, boat number 6 is something special.
Yes, it's Tender Sport. Great race from them so far. They're in the fight for the finals as well. They need this win, they need it.
Yeah, of course, Tenzo really need to win because we saw them in position number 5, I suppose, before their race, and they still have one more race. So really need to be first in this race to fight for the finals. And Lanzarote, RCN Recife team, our Spanish friends here, really welcome to see them here. Of course, they want to do their best. You know, Spain has always been such a good sailing nation. So many strong sailors in each kind of sailing, Olympic sport, big boat sailing, sailing Champions League also. Spain is always showing the good performance. Of course, such a wonderful place in Lanzarote. Whoa, what a place to sail there. Beautiful conditions all year long, and I think honestly they never had in Lanzarote, in their hometown, they never have such a conditions like here. 6-10 degrees, so cold, so rainy, but looks like they didn't really mention it, these cold conditions. They also enjoyed these races and they are showing us a really great job.
Boats coming to the mark, and on the first position is going to be Tender Sport. Then we have Lanzarote on the boat number 4 approaching the mark on the second position, and these two boats are leading the race, and they managed to get in front of the rest of the fleet pretty comfortably, but we already had the same situations and the boats from behind can catch up really easily.
Of course, it's now just important to do a clear rounding now. Don't have penalties, don't touch the mark, don't have any collision, and looks like they're working well. And now one more task is a good Gineker. No sweet candies, no wine glasses, just a good Gineker, and they're working fine about it. Regatta Club Oberhofen in 3rd position. Also okay for them, of course, but they will try to do the best. And now we can see
it's Zigzag Club on the 6th position right now. Have some troubles with Gineker, but managed really easily. They have to catch up. It's not a great place for them. I think they're not really happy with it.
Yeah, no one is happy to finish in 6th position because, yeah, we know 6th position in this race is the last position, and of course the most important here not to feel too disappointed because they are still in the fight, still in the mix. It's still one downwind, one more upwind, and one more finish downwind. We saw how fast it might change sometimes. We can see some gust out there on the left side, and it's a left shift now, huge left shift. At least for me it looks like this now. I can't see the gates yet as well as you do, but we will see soon. But boat number 6, yeah, boat number 6. I know, I remembered it. Boat number 6 is something special, and I'm curious if anyone will have this boat in final series, because in final series, right after the race, we will have teams will draw for boats again, and they will not change during the final series. They take one boat and they sail all the final series on one boat. So now it looks like if someone has boat number 6, they are extremely lucky today.
Yes, they're gonna have some, I think, psychological advantage because
if they mentioned it, because we mentioned it, but maybe
Yes.
they were
I
too
think,
much into
I
the
think
race.
sailors always notice these things because you always think, oh, why they are going so fast, and they notice these things. They notice the numbers of the boats.
And again, we can see Tenzor doing really good downwind. They're going quite fast compared to the rest of the fleet. But also we can see a bit behind, but there is a gust and few teams catch this gust and flying.
Yes, and also different angles we can see.
Yeah, really different angles. So when they jibe, they go straight to the gates, and we can see Tenzor Sport already rounding the mark.
They're choosing the left mark if you watch from them.
Yes, if you are a sailor.
Yes. And the Lanzarote team choosing another mark, and it's really interesting because you never know which side of the upwind is gonna pay off. And if I were the Tenzor Sport, I would like to have more control than that they have right now.
What do you think about the side of the gates? What would you prefer?
I would see, according to the shifts that is going on right now, try to cross the more preferable mark and then maybe tack immediately, maybe go to the next gust. As the Tenzor, you can see, I think they're the closest to the gust on the right side.
Exactly.
And if they
catch it
was
first, of
it
course.
was a bit risky maneuver to leave their opponents on the left side, but if it pays off, they have even a larger lead and a comfortable race.
In this position, with these conditions, it's sometimes difficult to control the fleets, to control your opponents, because wind can shift and you are not controlling the situation anymore. So maybe it was a good decision. Of course, it was a good decision just to make your own race, to use the shifts you have. And Tenzor, they are doing a great job now.
Yes, definitely. There are some conditions where the control of the boats isn't really a good idea because it's so shifty. You have to just use what the weather gives you. And if you don't, if you caught up on your opponents, you're just gonna lose it all.
And what usually happens with these conditions when you do your tactics, when you use just your gusts and shifts what you have. So on the first mark you can see few boats doing totally different tactics but still leading the race. So same situation might happen now, as I saw that Lanzarote were on the left side, but they didn't seem that far also from the leading position. We can see now, of course, they're in second position now, but still can have a chance to be first.
I think Lanzarote catched up a little bit to the Tenzor Sport, but they split it again, and
happens sometimes.
It's
also
gonna be interesting on the cross the next time they cross.
Yeah, they will cross really soon because distance is not that long. I remind you, the target time is from 12 to 15 minutes. So upwind is quite short, and we will see the first mark, second rounding of the last race of qualifying series of the Sailing Champions League Cup in St. Petersburg. It will be really soon, really last rounding in qualifying series. We will see just in a few seconds.
And look what a close crossing between these two boats, and Tenzor taking just in front of the Lanzarote team to make them jibe away because of the dirty air they give to them.
Tuck. You mean tuck away, not jibe away.
Oh, really? I said jibe. Yes,
of course you
away.
can jibe away, but you better on the upwind do it, tuck.
It's not good for you if you're going upwind.
Yeah, and really soon we will see the first mark, of course. which mark they should pass. Before it was yellow one, it still must be yellow, I suppose, yeah? Yeah,
Yes,
they
of
are
course,
approaching the yellow mark.
The wind is pretty steady. I guess it's not that if it shifts, it comes back to the direction it was before.
Yeah, they sailors show us not to be too close. Yeah, I know it's always, you feel quite nervous when you see a media boat too close to you, because you don't really want to feel these waves. But yeah, we are doing our best to show you their races, and teams doing the best to show us the best performances. And teams are hiking now, and Tensor looks like this part of the upwind was much better for them. They managed to cross ahead, and now they will be leaders on the first mark. But it will be...
I think they are not.
No, they are
I think
not.
it was Lancelot just protested the boat.
Oh, wow, they are
The Tensor boat.
protesting, they're protesting, yes.
And we're gonna see who
Whoa.
gets penalized for this, because it's definitely gotta be someone.
Yes, we saw the flag, so we're waiting for the decision, and they're waiting for decision as well. Well,
And it's
yes!
going to be Tensor who
Whoa.
is going to do the penalty turns.
Whoa, also, yes, they're showing, they're screaming, I suppose,
Wow.
and they're doing
Guys from Spain are
360.
really aggressive.
Yeah,
They
but
try to
this is
kill their
racist.
opponents there on the water.
And that's also mental work, and they knew they were correct. And if the second team knew they were correct as well, they could argue. And they would never do this 360 if they knew we didn't break any rule. But if they decided to do 360, so it was their fault, they know it. And Lanzarote leading now. And it's so interesting now, because I think we saw Oberhofen yacht club, sailing club, in third position, and it's so important now for them to improve even a little bit, because if they finish first or second, they will go to the finals in first position.
We can also see that Sailing Academy did some penalty turns as well.
Maybe
But-
they touched a mark or something.
Yes, didn't really get. I have some problems with Gineker.
But now we can see Zigzag Club, the closest to us, being Gineker, boat number 1. Wind is not that strong on this last run, but this most stressful situation now because of the lack of the wind.
Wow, what an unfortunate situation for Tensor Sport. I think they were. They could manage to enter the finals if they were on the first position in this race, but this mistake is going to cost them a lot.
Maybe too much. Yeah, we saw the results, and I don't know. We will see the final results quite soon. But firstly, let's watch the finish and this finish run. My team's doing the best no matter what happens till the finish line. You have to work hard, and we can see Zigzag Club working hard as well. Not that far from leaders.
Yes, it's interesting how they're gonna cross with them. They chose the left side of the downwind. As we remember, they approached the first mark of the race on the last position, and now they're really catched up. Great job from them.
Yeah, and we will see who is the leader of the race quite soon, but I suppose it's Lanzarote, RC and Arrecife team. They are doing good job, good mental job here also. We saw it, because sailing is not a contact sport, but you have a contact sometimes. And if you have, you can protest, you should protest. And if you believe you're right, you no matter how aggressive you are, honestly.
And Lanzarote is crossing the finish line, and they're definitely in the finals.
Yeah, I really hope so. Of course, we will see the final
Then
results.
Tenzor, I think they're on the 3rd position in this race, but we got to see results.
If Regatta Club Oberhofen
Yes.
managed to finish 2nd, it would be
Good job
so
from
good for them.
They're the finalists as well. They were on the 1st position. They're definitely going to the finals.
Yeah, of course they're
And
going.
Zigzag Sailing Club managed to squeeze through on the 4th position after getting that gust.
Yeah, they really climbed. Also, a good job for them. Thanks to all the teams for such a wonderful event, for such a wonderful qualifying series. Before the regatta, I had lots of doubts, honestly, about competing 36 races in 3 days. I can't stop repeating it again and again because, whoa, so many races, and we did it all, and we will see really soon the drawing for the finals and finals as well.
Yes, Sailing Academy finished on the 6th position, and it sums up our qualifiers for the Sailing Champions League. And we're gonna see finals.
Are you excited?
Yes, of course. The first 4 boats to compete on such a high level. It's always exciting to see these races.
Just few words what's gonna happen now. First of all, we will see the final results, or of course first the jury will understand the final results, then we will understand it, and then team leaders, they will draw for the boat to the finals. It will take place on race committee boat, and our reporter out on the water, Tima, he will show us this drawing quite soon. Now we can still see boats moving, of course, teams change the boats, and we hope to see them very soon. And now we can enjoy, of course, one of the most fabulous buildings in St. Petersburg, such a modern Gazprom company main building and yacht club. If you wondered where it is, it's just right there, little white square, and big wonderful marina is over there. Of course, it's still in building process, but quite soon it will be so wonderful there. So I really enjoyed the place, and I really enjoyed the local bay. And a few words, some fact about the bay. Honestly, I only sailed once here when I was a kid. It was 10 years ago, but it feels so close for me, so similar to my hometown. And now we already have the leaders of the race, and Timo will ask an interview.
Yes, hi Stefan. I have Rafael from Lanzarote sailing team here with me. Rafael, congratulations on a beautiful race. What are your emotions about it?
Well, the race was very tight with the Tenzor team, and we were a little bit disappointed in the race before because we were leading all the race and we lost it in the last downwind, so we're very happy. This time was the opposite. We were second the last wind mark, and we managed to win at the end, so we are very happy, and we're very happy to qualify for the finals.
Sure. Tell me a bit more about the race. As I saw, you had some accident at the first mark before the last leg. What was there?
Well, we had just a compromise with, I believe, Tenzor team, and now just a little bit of fight with them, and it came to our side, so they got a penalty, and we took the lead. So it was good. I think our skipper managed the situation very, very well. He's very skilled on these situations, and we were able to win.
Okay, it's great. And what was your feeling when we were sailing the last downwind? You made a penalty for Tenzor when you were sailing to the right side, and you saw some gusts, and other teams from behind were coming faster. How it feels like? Tell us.
Well, is with this kind of boat, those light boats that really accelerate fast and stop fast too, you have to be very calm and try to keep always on the wind. We knew that we were under them, but we had to jive to keep on the wind and try to clear then the long starboard run to the finish.
Okay, really nice tactic and strategy for the race, and really nice speed performance. Congratulations on the great defense of your position, and I hope to see you in the final soon.
Yes, I would like to thank the club and the sponsors because they gave us a really good welcome here and the warmest welcome for us. For us, it's hard to be here from Lanzarote, totally different weather, but the trip has been just excellent. So we would like to thank all the organization, you and all your team and crew for such an amazing event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rafael. We are always welcome to Russia.
Okay, and you are always welcome to Spain, Canary Islands, and Lanzarote.
Okay, I think in 2 minutes I will be freezed and we'll be very happy to go to Lanzarote.
Anytime, all the winter is warm.
Okay, thank you. See you.
Thank you, Tima. Thank you, Rafael. Be careful, guys. We might come to Lanzarote one day. And I hope we'll have some fun there. And we can see final table results now. So, Lanzarote in first position. Wow, what a good performance for them. Just leading by 1 point. Wow. 3 teams in 1 point.
Yes, and as we see that situation on the last downwind with Tensor Sport made the Lanzarote from Spain our leaders. They going as the leaders in the final stage. They have already 1 win, as Stefa said. They have a huge advantage in this final series. Then we have Lord of the Sail Windy Girls, who are going to compete in the finals as well, with Regatta Club Oberhofen on the 3rd position and Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen on 4th. So our guests from Spain, Switzerland and Germany are all in finals, and
4 nations in the finals.
Girls and Evgeny Yugodnikov are going to represent Russia in the finals.
But what a tight battle it was. Wow, Lanzarote, what a good job for them. It was so important for them to win that race, and they really did it. Yeah, they were protesting, but they had a chance to, and they didn't lose their chance. So now they just need to win 1 more race in final series, and it will be an overall win for them. But what a good emotion they must feel now, and it's gonna help them in final races, I suppose. And Windy Girls and Regatta Club Oberhofen, similar points. Wow, I still can't realize how close it is and how important it was for Oberhofen to pass Tensor Sport just on the finish line, and it was so unpredictable who will be ahead, but looks like Tensor Sport did the 2nd position in the last race, and they unfortunately didn't made it to the finals. Well, I suppose they are quite disappointed because they had a really good day yesterday. They won 4 races yesterday, yes. And not the best day for them today. They finished 5th and 2nd and just 54 points, 2 points to the Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen, and Dutch team could go to the finals.
Actually, not really sure that if they even came first in this race and Lanzarote on 2nd, they still didn't made the finals because the great performance from the Switzerland team that came in 3rd and didn't give any chance to pass them in the finals.
But we will see. We will see really soon which team will sail which boat number. and you can see how many people are out there already on the race committee boat, because drawing will be right there, right on the water, and we will follow it so soon, because we have our almost professional reporter Timo already somewhere there in the mix. I can feel it, and he will show us the drawing really soon. Yeah, let's see it. And few teams are still sailing around, but yeah, I can see 3 teammates on a Swedish boat. That means that one of them is already on the race committee boat, ready for drawing. And I'm really curious who's gonna race boat number 6. Maybe no one, because it's just 4 boats in final series, and we had 6 boats out there on the water. 2 boats will not race in the finals. We will see everything really soon. Just wait few seconds, few minutes. But also a few words about the wind. Looks like it picked up a bit now.
Yes, I think so. It's a little bit stronger than it was in, I guess, 2 races before.
And we are so close to the race committee boat. You can see not us but our boat a bit here also on your screens. We're sitting here out on the water, not warming up on shore, but also feeling the atmosphere right here. We can see the wind. Not as well as sailors, but also quite good. And yeah, just last preparations before the drawing. You can see boats moving, and yeah, of course, to make the drawing faster, to make the finals races faster, starting earlier, you need to draw teams right out on the water. Not the easiest task.
And in a few moments we'll see what boats do the teams get. But now our finalists, Lanzarote from Spain.
First place in finals,
with
yeah.
Skipper Nano Negrin, Gonzalo Morales, Rafa Losso, and Ricardo Terrades. Then we have Evgeny Neugodnikov on Lord of the Sail Windy Girls with Vera Hatsko, Denis Kataev, Tatiana Kartashova, Olga Zagorodskaya. Then we have a skipper Christopher Rust on Regatta Club Oberhofen from Switzerland with Nick Zeltner, Cedric Schenk and Bruno Zeltner. And of course, German guys from Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen with Konstantin Stiedel as the helm, with Alexandra Lauber, Tom Lemk and Matthias Stiedel.
What a good job from the teams, what a wonderful performance. They really did their best during these 3 extremely tricky days, extremely tricky races. Each race was like a first one, and it was so tough to keep this leadership, but now just few more races for each of them. They might feel excited, but might feel a bit stressed. What do you think? Or they just enjoy waiting now? I don't think they enjoy waiting.
I see their faces, and I think they're pretty cold right now, and excited for these races. They just wish that this draw is gonna pass really fast, and they were gonna start racing their finals soon.
Yeah, exactly. Cold and excited. That's what they feel now, and we can see kind of traditional Russian bear out on the race committee. What does it mean? It means we will have drawing really soon. We have Evgeny Neugodnikov right on the race committee boat. Windy Girls.
Okay, so I'm here in the race committee boat now. All the 4 teams who made it to the final are also here, and they're now drawing the boats. So, as I can see, Lancelot team choose the boat number 4. Lord of the Sail team, Sailed Windy Girls, choose the boat number 5. Christopher Rust from Oberhofen Yacht Club choose the boat number 6. And which boat would prefer the Bundesliga Yacht Club? Boat number 1. So, the draw for the final races is done. Every team choose the boat they want. So the team that was the first after qualification choose the boat first. The team that took second place was the second to choose the boat, and so on. Now, let me check what's going on here. Now the teams are joking that it's a bit cold and they need to warm up with vodka, but it's really a joke because they still need to fight for the first place, they still need to fight for the win, and it's gonna be absolutely hot racing. The wind is still blowing, the gusts are still coming, so let's see what we will have in the finals. Let me tell you one more time about the numbers about the yacht numbers that the teams prefer. The Windy Girls will sail on board number 5. Windy Girls, boat number 5. Lanzarote sailing team will choose boat number 4. Oberhofen Yacht Club, boat number 6. And Badensee, boat number 1.
Thank you, Timur, for showing out this drawing situation, some jokes, and we could hear which team will sail which boat.
Yes, and as the draw went down, we have Badensee Yacht Club Oberlingen on the first boat. Then we have Regatta Club Oberhofen on the boat number 6. We have Lanzarote from Spain on the boat number 4. And Lord of the Sail Windy Girls on the boat number 5.
And you know what's interesting? So we still have boat number 6 in the mix in the finals.
And Swiss guys are going to get it.
Yes, so we will see if it's an advantage. So now you can see again the boats, numbers of teams, and to remind you, they will not change the boats during the finals. And so nice, honestly, to see 4 different nations, 4 different flags here. Will be a nice battle. And to remind you, once again, this cup is qualifying for qualifier. So first 3 teams on this regatta will go to the next year 2022 final qualifier. This is again qualifier for qualifier. Why did it happen? This is the first cup in Sailing Champions League because due to some COVID problems, situations all over the world, not all the teams had an opportunity to qualify from the nations to qualifiers. So now here they have this opportunity, and our team, Lord of the Sail, Windy Girls, and also foreign teams, they are taking this chance to qualify, but just 3 of these 4 teams will do it.
Yes, and now we can see the teams are preparing for the race. The boats that are not used in the finals are leaving the course. They're going to shore, and the rest of the guys are going to watch the race from the shore. Really, I think really upsetting for them, but I think everybody. The fight was so close, and everybody was at the similar level, and I think the guys shouldn't be upset about it. They should just train a little bit more to gain a little bit more advantage, and the next time they will get it for sure.
Yeah, of course, thanks everyone for such a wonderful races. We know how professional you are, how many time you spent out on the water for trainings, for racing, so don't upset, never give up. Some more motivation speech from us, but you know all of it. Just love this sport and just love what you do, and winning will come.
Stefa, you really know something about never give up words.
Yeah, I do.
Can you tell us about this in the Olympic race and in the
Yeah.
medal race in the Olympics?
Yeah, of course, it was the most memorable race in my life. Of course, it was Olympics medal race, and I was with equal points with the leader of the race. So I was in second position, and 8 of girls in that race. I was racing RS6 2016. 8 of us in medal race could still be first, second or third. Points were so tight as well as we have here, and I didn't have the best start. I had 2 penalties, one just before the start and one just right after the start, and I was going totally lost on 10th position, so far behind of the rest of the fleet. And there, like, yes, that's what helped me, the thought that you just shouldn't give up right now. What you want? Wait 4 years for the next Olympics? Come on, girl, this race is now, right here. You are in the race, so just do what you can. Pump as hard as you can. Fortunately, we can pump in the last race at Olympics in medal race. That's what really helped me. Just crazy pumping on windsurfing. And I think windsurfing is famous for its crazy pumping. So I used most of it. I used all my powers to do it, and I managed to finish in 7th position of the medal race, but it was enough to grab bronze medal there. And 4th and 5th position, they had just 1 point to the 3rd to me. And honestly, I still feel stressed when I remember the race, and I never I should tell you, I never ever watched that race fully. I just saw a few parts of the race, few moments when I did 360, but it was so terrible for me. Every time so stressful, tears came to my eyes every time I was trying to watch it, so I just canceled it, and no, not this time. This race is already my past, so I don't want to repeat it, but maybe one day I need to watch it again. But I think when I'll be 80 years old pretty woman, I will still watch this race and feel nervous and stressful. But of course I'm so grateful. I was just 19 there, and it was the best experience in my life.
Yeah, thank you, Stefa, very much. It was an amazing race and a very emotional race, not only for you everybody in Russia watched that race and shared the emotions with you. Yeah, it was amazing.
You know, I think I was the calmest at that moment, because when I did this 360 during the medal race at Olympics, I had all my nerves, all stressful feelings disappeared immediately. I already knew I lost everything. What should I do now? Just do my best race. And I can't imagine how people could watch this race, especially my parents, of course, my family. Can't imagine how stressful they were. And we are really thanked for supporting sailing, my favorite sport, to Gazprom company, our general partner of the regatta. Thanks so much, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, as the Spanish guys also said, they really like the organization of this regatta.
And special thanks for this, of course, to the hosting club, St. Petersburg Yacht Club. Wonderful regatta, wonderful organization. Thank you, Rafael, for saying this. We are really pleased to welcome you, and of course, huge thanks to Runduk Cup Regatta for providing these beautiful white new boats. We really enjoyed it. And pretty soon we will see and hear again our reporter out on the water, Timofey. He will tell us how does it feel like being out there just before the finals. Let's watch few seconds and we will see him on our screens. And now we can see pretty soon our reporter out on the water, professional sailor Timothy Zubkov, and he will tell us how does it feel like there, Tima, being so close to the finals, feeling this.
Yes, Stefan, hi again. I'm here close to the starting line. The line is set, the distance is set, race course is ready for the finals. Our participants, 4 teams that made it to the final, are also here close to me. Everyone is training, warming up. They are working with their boats, with the sails, preparing to race, because everyone knows that each race in the finals could be the last race, and in each race the winner could appear. So everyone is working really hard now. Everyone is looking forward to the final series. And so we are. How do you feel in the commentator's boat?
I feel really excited about this race. This is gonna be really close battle here, as teams showed us amazing performance. All of the teams here are true leaders. And what do you expect? Let's make some bets. Who will win? What do you think?
Oh, it's so hard to predict because the wind conditions is really tricky. The gusts, the shifts, some strong wind puffs are coming, and even as we could see from the qualification series, the last downwind can change positions really fast, and so close finishes we saw during the qualification, so it's really hard to predict. Every team here is so strong and their points are really close, so I'm just excited and I'm looking forward to this racing.
And what you think about Lanzarote team? They already have 1 point, so they need just to win 1 race here. You took an interview, you saw them so close. Are they ready to win this race?
Yes, Lanzarote team especially. They finished qualification in the first place and they choose the boat they won. So they won the last race of qualification. and now they're on the same boat. The team looks like that they're really concentrated. They're a really professional team, and they will do everything to win one race and be the winner of this regatta.
And I just saw German team passing behind you. Also, some words of support to them. They didn't have few good races the previous day, but they managed to go to these finals. The red suits worked really nice.
Yeah, Steffi, you're right.
Yeah, what a strong teams we have here. It's really, really wonderful. And Tima, yeah, while we are waiting, just to thank you for the interview, and we will get ready for the start. Now it will be 3 minutes. Really soon we can see a yellow flag on the race committee boat, so it's a yellow first mark. Whoa.
Oh my god. I think our
we had a little
drone
crash.
just crashed, and I think we're going to see the races from another point of view.
Yeah, now
we have already 3 minutes till the start, and
the first race of finals.
Yeah, the first race of finals. The finals begin, guys, and we have our 4 boats, 4 finalists that are gonna participate here. I will remind you who it is. Swiss guys from Switzerland on the 6th boat. It is Regatta Club Oberhofen. Germany, Bodensee Yacht Club Oberlingen on the boat number 1. Lanzarote from Spain on the boat number 4. And Russian guys from and Evgeny Ugodnikov on the boat number 5.
Just 2 minutes, even less than 2 minutes to the start. And wind is still here, but not that strong, and as we saw in few races, but still about 8 knots, of course, we have here, and maybe even 10 knots, and still the same direction. Maybe a bit to the right, and the forecast promised us that wind must go from northwest more to the north side, so I think it might happen now or during this race.
Yes, I think it already has. The wind shifted to the right. I think globally it probably ain't going back to the left, and it's wind, just offshore wind, as we can see. So it may have some our sailors may have to have some different tactics for the races they are going to.
Yeah, of course, situation is changed out on the water, and 45 seconds to the start, and different wind conditions, and so wave now is how should I say it in English?
It is not from the direction that the wind is, so it's gonna be some tricky stuff for the helm to handle the boat.
And it might look like this: wave from the left side and current from the right side now,
Yes.
and with wind from the first mark side, of course, and in just 10 seconds.
So, yes, 10 seconds till the start, and the boats are spread all over the starting line. It's pretty even, I think. 2-1, and the first race of the finals is away. We go.
Here we go. Yeah, German team, boat number 1, did a good start. The most windward side, and hiking well, as well as the rest of the fleet. And Windy Girls.
Windy Girls didn't really like their position. According to the boat number 6, they had to tack to get some fresh air, and I think they're going to try the right side of the course.
Yeah, we saw a few races before. Right side didn't pay that much, honestly, but
the wind is different now. It shifted to the right, and it might be the completely different picture now.
exactly. Yeah, now wind is even more offshore than we had before. Yeah, this This is a really interesting situation. We had this regatta because normal wind direction in St. Petersburg in this bay is west direction, but now it's offshore wind all weekends long, but different offshore wind.
Yeah, and only one boat separated from the rest of the fleet, and it's a tricky thing to leave the whole fleet like that. You can when you cross, you can lead the race or believed in that side that is going to be better.
Yeah, and we will see. We will see pretty soon if it pays off or not that much, and we can see Team Germany. Yeah, now turning, tucking, and crossing middle of the distance, as well as Switzerland and Spain going to the left side without tacking yet. Wow, what a nice fifth boat sailing with us today as well. Slightly huge sails, but
they want to be in the finals too. Everybody wants to be in this race.
yeah, and we are so fortunate that we can see it. And looks like Evgeny is not doing that bad. It looks okay now, at least compared to the German team.
Yes, but they definitely not in front, but I guess they didn't really lose too much in this right hand side of the course.
Wow, this was really close crossing, but each team did it clear. Thanks to them, still no protests, and no but one protested, and I think jury also saw it was quite clear. And you know, now we can only see. We used to see 6 boats out on the race course, and the race course seemed quite small, but now when it's just 4 boats out here, it looks so tight. Not that tight, because just 4 teams, just 4 boats out here.
Yes, and we're going to see the boats approach the yellow mark in seconds. You can't really see it right now, but it's
here, trust us, it's here, of course, as always. Yellow mark is waiting for sailors. Yellow mark is the best position in the race, I suppose. If someone won a first row, of course this is the first one.
And the right side wasn't as bad after all. The windy girls are crossing the guys on the left side, and I think there will be some protests right now because a lot of the sail windy girls were on the starboard, and yes, with boat number 6 it's Switzerland. They're doing their penalty turn because they broke the rules, and the jury made their decision to show the red flag to them.
We saw Regatta Club Oberhofen doing 360, and now we can see work of Team Germany and Bodensee Yacht Club Oberlingen showing us a great performance out here. I think they will be leaders, or yeah, I think so. And we can see it right now, they are leaders or not, and yes, they are in front. Quite comfortable position. Quite comfortable round it must be. Now they did a little 2 tacks just to round this more comfortably, and they did it. Pink Ginaker, we remember you, Germany. And in second position, Windy Girls, Russia with a white Ginaker, and fourth position, Spain, Lanzarote.
And Lanzarote from Spain are our overall leaders, and as we remember, they have to win only 1 race to win the whole thing. And they are currently in the third position. And what about Swiss guys? They got their lucky 6 boat, but it seems like for now it doesn't really paying off for them.
But you remember this 6 boat, it was lucky, but the previous race also, the Tenzer Sport, they did 360 on this boat, so Swedish guys did the same 360 now.
maybe it's fast, but not really.
Not really correct.
Yes.
It's boat's fault, okay? It's not team's fault.
Of
It's
course,
just
really significantly. There's no. They're not trying to laugh up and gain some much more speed. They are preferring to go down and a little bit slower, but a better angle to the marks.
and team is working as much as possible. Of course, Lanzarote, I don't know what this decision they should make now, and they will make, but of course they are so experienced. For such an experienced sailors here of Lanzarote team, they really wanna win this race, or at least next one, and still here they need to do the maximum. But Bodensee looking so comfortable in this position, and the previous race from today, I remember them, they were leading one race, so it looks like if they take the lead, they don't give to anyone, and of course so important for them now to win the race, because they were fourth after the qualifying series, and the only chance to win for them now is to win 2 races, and now they are quite close already to win this first race.
I think Lanzarote are doing the butterfly to
make
yes,
a reach,
yes.
to make a run.
Yes,
sorry.
to make a run, and it pays off. They gained 1 position. It's really great for them, for their chances to win another race.
And let's watch also with the Swedish team. They did 360, we remember, in 4th position now, but flying, they are just flying with the gas so close, and they will be in a battle again now. Not, yeah, wind just increased now. Picked up.
Switzerland guys came with the gust, did some early drop of the Ginneker. And we can see the great control from the German guys. They lead the race, they tacked over the boat number 4, and they're really in control of this race right now.
Yeah, they can comfortably control the situation, of course. The Swedish guys went the same side as they did, and they tacked already from the right side and control 2 other boats, but it's also not that easy because these sailors are so experienced that it's not easy to catch both of them. As we say in Russia, if you're trying to catch 2, you might lose everything. So now they really need to choose one strategy, who they really want to control, and I think the most important to control Lanzarote. Of course, you shouldn't let them win now, because if they win the regatta.
I think they made a really smart tactical decision, because the wind is so shifty. They didn't try to come close to the boat number 4. They made a tack as soon as the shift came. And when the next shift comes from the different direction, they will be in a even more preferable position.
Yeah, that's exactly what we heard in qualifying races in interview with Konstantin after the race they won. Today he said that we just using the shifts, and these tactics worked that time, and still it works, of course.
But look, I think that German guys are falling out of the gust, and the Spanish are still in it and are gaining from this very much. They have a chance to take a lead in this race, and if they take lead in this race, they have a chance to win the regatta right now in the first race of the finals.
Yeah, again, these finals might be just one race if Lanzarote wins it. If it's not Lanzarote, so we'll have one more race, and it might be up to 4 races. 4 races is maximum. Now it's race number 1. Bodensee still leading the race, I suppose so, but Lanzarote must be really close. We will see them so soon. Both of them now are on port tack, and it's question now about which shift we will have on the first mark. This shift will decide maybe everything. Must be so nervous situation now for German guys, because as you said, they really did a good job. They worked with shifts, but it was kind of unpredictable moment on the left hand side for Lanzarote team, and it was quite far for them to go to that left side.
And now we're gonna see the cross. If the Lanzarote team can cross in front, or they will be still behind and going to have to catch up on the downwind later.
And Bodensee has a priority here.
What a close battle we're gonna see.
Bodensee crossed it in front, but so close to each other. They are tucking and attacking.
And we can see the collision between these two boats, and the boat number 4 was on leeward, and I think somebody got a penalty, and it might be Spanish guys because of they were too aggressive. They should have let the German guys tack, and
they had enough room for this, honestly, German guys.
Yes, and the Spanish didn't gave the Regatta Club Oberhofen trying to catch up.
Of course, they not fight only for first position, but of course the main fight is for the first position always in events, but second and third position is really important as well here. And one of the teams we can see now on our screens will have no medal during the regatta, no matter they made it to the finals, but still I'm pretty sure all of the teams are happy to be in finals already here.
So now, if everything stays as it is right now, the Bodensee Yacht Club will take 1 win. So they will be in the same situation as Lanzarote team. They will have to do a 1 more win to win the whole thing, win the regatta, take the trophy.
Yes, I am pretty sure they will do the best to win this race, and then maybe just 1 more race and maybe 3 more races. We will see really soon. But now still interesting to see this race finish, and we can see Lanzarote discussing now what to do, watching the wind on the back side, behind the stern. Of course, this is how downwind works. You always shoot over your stern to understand where wind comes from, to catch the right gust. And downwinds are so tricky, sometimes even more tricky than the upwinds, but we will see how it works for Lanzarote team here quite soon. But Bodensee, Pink Gineker just not flying that fast, but going securely to the finish line.
We can see not so much gusts anymore like in the qualifiers races. Wind dropped, and the chop became even smaller, so a bit calmer races, I think. Not for sailors. They are not calm at all. I think they're really nervous right now.
But wind conditions are calmer, yes. This is obvious. And look, boat number 5 Windy Girls, they went much faster than Bodensee, but its gusts are so small now. And you catch a gust and in a few seconds it's already disappear, because wind changed. It's north wind now, not that windy as before.
And the Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen finishes the race on the first position.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, guys! You have to win one more race to win the regatta. And on the second place are the Windy Girls, Lord of the Sail Windy Girls from Yekaterinburg. They have good points in this race.
Yeah,
they
2 points.
were on the second position overall.
So they had 2 points and now 2 points again. Of course, it means nothing for winning the regatta, but for other colors of medal it might be important.
And look at that, the Swiss guys almost got the Lanzarote team. It was really close finish for them.
It will be really interesting next race. And we will see what's going on there really soon. Maybe we'll have an interview with the leaders of the race. And yeah, we would like to hear some news, some exciting feelings from Bodensee Yacht Club. It was a wonderful race for them. And team out on the water will have an interview really soon, just right now. Yeah, Tima, how is it?
Yes, Tata, thank you. I have a Konstantin from Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen here with me. Konstantin, you made a perfect race. What was your strategy for it?
Stay out of the chaos, good start, and then we sail the shifts, and we see the pressure, we go there, and then we have nice speed on the upwind and the downwind.
Yeah, sure, you had a great speed, but still you had a really strong fight with another team from Lanzarote on the upwind. Tell us what happened there.
They had a little bit more pressure on the left side, and they were coming closer, and then shortly before the upwind mark, we tacked on them so they couldn't tack back, and then they tacked right into us and they got a penalty.
Yeah, it seems like they were very aggressive. Are you expecting to see the same aggressive sailing from them next race?
Yeah, maybe, because it's only 1 point they need, and we also need 1 point, and so we are both which are maybe winning this in the next race.
So the next race will be very interesting to see. I can't hold you here because you need to prepare. Wish you good luck and great defense.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tima. Thank you, Konstantin. We were quite happy to see you again. Maybe we will see you today again and again. I don't know. Here we are again, waiting for the second final race here. This race might be also the last one for the regatta, but might be also not the last one for regatta. To remind you, Lanzarote team, they won the qualifying series, so they have 1 point already, and Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen, they won the first race of the finals. 1 point for them in that race, so it will be a really close battle between these team, of course, but Windy Girls and the team from Switzerland will not give up, of course. They will fight during the race, and we will see if Lanzarote or Bodensee win this race. Who of them will win? He will be the winner of the regatta, but we will see really soon, because it's just 3 minutes, even less than 3 minutes, to the second race of the final series of Sailing Champions League Cup. And of course, sailors preparing, searching. 2 minutes to the start, you can see it now. Conditions are still similar to the previous race, but quite different to the qualifying series. And what happened in the previous race, to remind you, Lanzarote team, they had a huge chance to win that race. They were fighting for the first position with Bodensee, but because of just one movement, they wanted Bodensee to be penalized, but they made themselves penalized and they had to do 360.
Yeah,
So
I wanted to notice how different styles, how many different styles of sailing we have here. Lanzarote are so aggressive. We saw in the end of the qualifiers how they battled with the Tenzer team.
it's a Spanish hot blood, I suppose.
Yes, yes. They made Tenzer do like two penalty turns, or one penalty turn, but they protested them twice, and now we can see they tried to make the German guys do the penalty, but in this time they weren't so lucky. They broke the rules and had to do the turns themselves.
And it's 25 seconds to the start of second race of the finals. Let's watch it. It's so interesting, so stressful now for all of the teams. 2 teams have 1 point and the rest of the teams doesn't have it. 2 wins, I mean, so
it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the second race of the finals is on the way. We have the boat number 5 with a great start from the windward side of the starting line. The Spanish guys at the pin end, I think not so great. The Germany number 1.
Germany did a good start.
Good start, and they're like practically above the
Lanzarote.
Lanzarote team.
Of course, I think now these 2 teams, we can already see them close to each other, and they will look each other during all the race, because it's the main fight in between them now. And you know, this start for me looked quite safety, even too safety maybe. Of course, no one wanna be over the line in final races, but wasn't the best start probably, but still they are fighting now against each other.
You know, at the first final race we saw the same picture. I think it's because the length of the starting line stayed the same and the amount of the participants became less. It's now 4 boats. It's much more place on the starting line for them to have a good start. They don't challenge each other at the start of the race. They just have a good start themselves and go fight on the upwind.
Did you see? It was Windy Girls who tucked and go to the right side again and again. They are trying to have an advantage from the right side of the race, doing it not only in the previous race but also in qualifying races. And now again, maybe now it works, I don't know, sometimes it works not that bad, but still left side is more preferable.
It worked in the previous race, I think, not so bad for them. They were in the second position, and we can see the fight between the Switzerland and Germany.
But Lanzarote really recovered after that start. Not the best start, of course, but now it's already a good position, and I would say the most comfortable position, since it seems like a left shift, slightly left shift, and also a bit of a gust. But wow, so tricky here. Bodensee, they had a really good start, and now not the best position for them. Switzerland, not the best previous race, but now good position. And look, Lanzarote approaching to the left side again.
Yeah, look how close the umpire boats are to the action. They need to make sure they see all the small situations. It's the finals. The decisions they make are much more important. So they try to be right there every time.
And much easier for them now to umpiring boats out on the water, and each boat can umpire boats can take 2 sailing boats, and now will make the decisions the most correct. And if there will be any situation, it might be, of course, tension is building up and pressure is huge now on sailors. We can see windy girls hulking, almost gymnasts girls now there, and didn't really work. It didn't really work, obviously, and Swedish team is doing good job now.
Not Swedish. Swedish are from Sweden.
Switzerland, sorry.
Yes, they are from Switzerland.
Oh, what a
Our
pity
friends
we don't
from
have Swedish.
Switzerland. Regatta Club Oberhofen on the boat number 6. They're taking on the starboard, and we're gonna see. I think they're going to take the lead in this race.
By far, it might be lead by far. But maybe Lanzarote will be the closest to them. We will see. Yeah, wow, so close there. I hope it was okay. Looked like okay. Windy girls were on starboard, but Bodensee passed it clearly ahead. And Oberhofen doing good job here. If they win the race, it will be 3 teams who won the race already. You don't... What do you think? Can they?
Yes, I think they absolutely can, but the Spanish guys are absolutely going to try to catch them. It's going to be an interesting downwind right now, because in the previous races, practically all the not all the, but a lot of changes of the positions were made on the downwinds.
Yeah, now it's really close positions, 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
The second boat is Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen, then we have Lanzarote, and on the 4th position right now are the Lord of the Sail Windy Girls.
Wow, I don't know how stressful they are now, honestly, because not easy for each team. Also Windy Girls, of course, they want to recover, they want to win this race. They really need to win a race to fight for the first position. They were leaders of the regatta before the last day, and today didn't really, they couldn't make it to the first position again. They couldn't hold it by just 1 point. But a few words about Bodensee. This looks like a good day for them now, because they had a really good rest of qualifying races today, and first race of finals is still really good, and they in second place now, not that far from leaders, but everyone is not that far from leaders honestly, but as well Bodensee is. So
yes, it shows how prepared they are. They had to step up for the final, for the rest of the qualifying races. They did. They managed to get in the finals, and in the first race of the finals, they managed to get a win. What a great day for them! And I think they're not done yet.
what do you think? Is it yesterday's gala dinner with Gypsy Band helped them so much to improve today? Or they just know how to do it? Of course, they just know how to get.
I think, unlike everyone else, they were drinking juice, making. It seemed like they're drinking wine, and.
But it was just pure juice.
Yes, they tricked all of us. They tricked the opponents, and now they're ready. They had a great sleep, and now they're ready to battle for the trophy.
Okay, so some secrets now. And still we can see leaders of the race, Regatta Club Oberhofen, doing a really good job here. Yeah, still leading. Not the easiest conditions, and gates already quite close here. White Juniker for Oberhofen, and good job for Oberhofen, but just one lap, and one more lap they need to keep this leadership.
It's interesting how the helm often stands in the boat behind and steers the boat while standing. It's interesting because I have seen it not many times here on this regatta.
And they are already rounding the mark gates, and whoa, how close Bodensee is to them now, look. Yeah, quite close again and again.
Yeah,
and Windy
up.
Girls
Definitely catched up, and they made a huge gain on the downwind, and now they are so close to the leaders. They can try to win it all in this race right now.
and they just tagged. Bodensee did attack, and as well as Oberhofen did attack. Quite a big gap in between them, but one shift might decide who is the leader here. And also third and fourth position is very close to each other and not that far from leaders. Upwind is not that small, honestly, today for these final races. Looks for me like final races are slightly longer than qualifying.
Yes, I think they are, and we can see that Windy Girls climbed up to the top 3 on this downwind. And as we know, every point counts, and if they manage to catch up, if they not win this race, they still make a good run in this finals and maybe take, I don't know, maybe second place.
Yeah, silver or bronze is also good, but of course now they are fighting for winning the race. But if some of the team will take a silver or bronze medal, I don't think they will be too disappointed. But what is important now, especially for Oberhofen, to win exactly this race. They really need to. And Bodensee also should win the race, of course. If they do, they are winners of the regatta, but we will see it pretty soon.
Yes, great job from the Switzerland on controlling the rest of the fleet. They just never let the German guys to the other side. They never let the split to be.
Yeah, and looks comfortable now. the position they control. All three boats of the opponents. Bodensee is in the middle of Oberhofen and Lanzarote. Both of teams are, Oberhofen and Lanzarote, close to win the race and the regatta. If Swedish win this, they will be same close to win the Switzerland team. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Switzerland team. If they win this race, they will have same points with Lanzarote and Bodensee. To just one more win. They need just one more win. And let's count the race overall. If we had 36 races in qualifying series, it's already second race in finals. And if we have 4 races in finals, it will be 40 races overall in 3 days. What an intensive event. Honestly, the most intensive event I've ever seen.
And it's amazing that all the races were held according to the plan. I think it's really rare when that happens, because every time it's some problems with this wind conditions or something like this.
And we can see the first mark already really soon, and Oberhofen, Regatta Club Oberhofen doing the best to keep this leading position. Hiking hard. Looks quite funny, honestly, but they working hard for it to hike boat as
How is
good
it
as
hanging,
possible.
guys?
Let's have an interview from them right now. No, we can't. We know, you know what they feel now, what they think about now.
I think they're thinking how to stay in the lead. They're controlling the fleet. I think they're doing a great job. They don't let anybody to have a really good, clear path. Great job from them.
Of course.
I think they're really experienced sailors.
Still quite young, few of them, yes.
Yes.
But already have some titles in Sailing Champions League also. And first mark is really close, I can feel it. Yeah, right now we can see the first mark. And Regatta Club Oberhofen in first position. Then, who in second?
Lanzarote gained 2 positions on this upwind. They're rounding the mark on the second position, and they were at the gates on the 4th.
Wow, what a good comeback for them. We will see if it's enough for them to catch the lead in the race. Downwind is not that little as well, and they still have a chance at what a recover from Spanish guys. They definitely know how to race here in northern countries as well. And Windy Girls, Russian team, is in 4th position now. Not the best race for them now, obviously, but I think girls are already really happy, as well as Yevgeny, because they could make it into the final. The only Russian team who is in the final. Yeah, this is Windy Girls. Nice job for them.
Such a great result for them. Great regatta, and they're still fighting for the top 3.
Yeah, of course.
Hope they're going to take a medal here.
Yeah, nothing is decided yet, as well as Regatta Club Oberhofen leading. We will probably have one more race if they finish first, but Bodensee and Lanzarote, of course, want to take this lead still in the race. Let's watch what's going on now. The Regatta Club Oberhofen in leading position in between 2 opponents.
They kind of take control. They can't control everybody because the fleet split it. They decide to control the boat number 1. It's the German guys that have already won a race,
But Lanzarote,
if the right side has a little more wind, the Lanzarote have a chance to win the race, and if they do, they win the regatta.
yeah, we will see now where is the wind and who is the leaders of the race really soon, because now it's not that obvious because we can't see the gates yet. But Lanzarote honestly looks like flying there.
Yes, definitely. They are
So
definitely
fast.
are, and it's a difficult situation for Switzerland.
What to do?
They had to make a decision. They made it, and now it's too late to come to the right and try to get Lanzarote. I
Well,
don't know,
also
it's going to be close.
also Windy Girls recovering so fast.
It's not going to be
Whoa!
close. I think Lanzarote just won the regatta
Whoa!
with this tactical decision. They got a huge shift from the right side with the gust. They're flying to their win
Winning.
in this regatta.
Yeah, wow, what a comeback! They were fourth on the gates just a lap
Such
ago.
an so unpredictable. These races are just crazy.
Yeah, Lanzarote, what a teamwork! What a
They were
wonderful
on
final!
the 4th position after the gates rounding.
Yeah, guys,
And we have our
congratulations!
winners, Lanzarote from Spain. Congratulations!
Yeah, you can see how happy they are, and Windy Girls in second position.
Oh.
It might be really good for them. They might take second place, silver medal. Silver medal is not that bad as well, but let's count the points now. But for sure, Lanzarote, what a comeback in this race! Whoa, that's my style. I like it. And I think Lanzarote finished in first position, Windy Girls second, Regatta Club Oberhofen third, and Bodensee Yacht Club Uberlingen fourth in this position. Not the best race for German guys. Of course, that's not what they expected from this race.
Yeah,
And
we can see how happy the Spanish guys are. They did a great job all through the regatta. They were the most consistent. They entered the race, entered the finals in the first position. Great job from them. Great job from the skipper Nana Green, Gonzalo Morales, Rafa Lasso, Ricardo Terrades.
And yeah, we will have an interview, of course, really soon with the winners of the regatta. I really hope you enjoyed racing here, you enjoyed the place, and of course you enjoy your winning. We could see how much you enjoyed. Wow, what a nice job from such an experienced team. It was wonderful to watch you working out there. And about second and third place, I suppose Windy Girls will be in second, and I think Bodensee will be in third, and Regatta Club Oberhofen in fourth position, but we will see results a bit later. Firstly, of course, we want to have an interview with the winners of the regatta, Lanzarote, RC and Arrecife Club. What a beautiful place, what a wonderful sailors. Just wow. Thank you everyone who watched us during these days. We really enjoyed spending time with you. We enjoyed watching these races, commenting these races. Once again, me, bronze medalist of Olympic Games in Rio 2016, Stefania Yelfutina, and silver medalist in the 14-hour class in Russian Nationals this year, Alexander Moskvichov. We really enjoyed it here.
Yes, great races, great to watch them here with you, Steph. Amazing experience.
Also really good experience for us, I suppose, to watch races from these angles. We also learned a lot, not just like commentators, but also like sportsmen, I suppose. And we can already see Tima and the winners of the regatta, Team Lanzarote out there.
Okay, hi Steph, I have Ricardo Torradas from Lanzarote team, a winner of ours. Something wrong? Okay, hi Stefan, I have Ricardo Torradas with me from Lanzarote team, the winner of our regatta. Hi everyone, I have Ricardo with me from Lanzarote team, the winner of our regatta. Ricardo.
Thanks everyone for watching the races, for being with us, and of course we really thank to Regatta Rundu Cup for providing these beautiful boats for the regatta. Sailors really enjoyed it, we enjoyed it as well, and of course we want to thank our general partners of the regatta, which couldn't happen without them. St. Petersburg Yacht Club, hosting club, beautiful place, and Gazprom, general partner of the regatta, Gazprom company, thanks again and again. And it was a pleasure for us to be with you here during these 3 intensive days, and I hope to see you really soon.
Yes, great regatta. Thank you everyone for watching us, and welcome to the St. Petersburg for the next regattas.
Bye bye.
Goodbye everyone.